Deutsch. Deutsch at the 1 into the end zone. No play action now. Look to pass over the middle. It's intercepted by Cole Hebel. Intercepted by Hebel. Rears back, comes downfield, has Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the 40, to the 50, to the 40. Rodriguez is going to keep going. Right, Fetting's got room, and here's Bo Fetting. Fetting's still on his feet. Fetting's gone. Looking to pass, playing off, coming left side, picked up by Cotton. Alex Cotton with the pick, he'll take it back, and into the end zone.
Turn and hand the ball off. Will Starkey, he thunders his way. 30, 20, one man to beat. He's got... The middle's got a man, that's Friddle. Look out, Friddle, 40, 30, he's loose, 20, 10, touchdown.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome in to high school football on a Friday night on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB 106.5 FM. The Bitker Inc. pregame show about to begin tonight as we bring you the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Red Lake County Rebels for Wednesday Night Lights. Tonight is the final regular season game for these two teams. We have the 6-1 Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the 6-1 Red Lake County Rebels. On the line tonight is a positioning in the section playoffs. The brackets will be released tomorrow. We'll find out after tonight who has one loss and who has two losses as we bring you the action tonight with R&J Sports. The Bitker Inc. pregame show will get us started on KRJB 106.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman along with Mike Erickson bringing you the broadcast tonight. Joe Lancello running the computer and the camera work tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. And Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB. We bring you the Bitker Inc. pregame show as Ada-Borup-West and Red Lake County warm up for high school football on Wednesday night on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. They have the full line of Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger tractors. They have high-capacity Claas combines. They are your new Brandt dealer. Visit with them for augers, grain carts, heavy harrows, and Brandt's new vertical tillage. Ziegler Ag Equipment has Bourgault chisel plows, and they are your Amity beet equipment dealer. They have on the lot a new Wilrich 51-foot chisel plow. Call 218-784-2961. Talk with Chuck or Neil for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, 218-784-2961.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure the glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues here tonight. From the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada on KRJB 106.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com, the Bitker Inc. pregame show, as we bring you pregame coaches' comments from the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer. Down on the field, Mike Erickson standing by with the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, Brian Remick.
Brian, we have 2 6-1 teams here. What are the keys to the game for a Rebel victory?
Well, we got to be able to make sure we run the football well. I think if our offense can stay on the field, it definitely keeps their offense off the field. And then defensively, we got to be able to tackle in space. They put out numerous athletes, get them spread out, and they do a good job of getting the balls in their hand. And if you're not there to be able to tackle them in space, like I said, they're off to the races.
Right. So have a good game, Coach. Good luck here. Take care of business.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
That is the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, Brian Remick, joining us in our pregame conversations. The pregame coaches' comments are brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer. Visit georgetownfarmers.com for more information. Of course, to sell your grain, contact Gary Balsam at the Georgetown Farmers Elevator, 218-236-6661. The Georgetown Farmers Elevator with pregame conversation. And you see down on the field as we watch on YourLiveEvent.com, and we have the action on KRJB 106.5 FM as well. Red Lake County Rebels coming in 6-1 record. Team averaging 33 points per game, allowing just under 9 points per game. A 6-1 record, and ready to go here tonight against the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. These two teams for the last 2 seasons have played in this game, the regular season finale. And, well, here it is, back at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada once again. The Bitker Inc. pregame show. Hey, fall into tire savings now at Bitker Inc., located between Ada and Hallstead. They have farm truck and implement tires, passenger tires as well. They're all on sale, raking up savings now at Bitker Inc. We'll come back with more of our pregame coaches' comments. We'll talk to the head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Paul Tingham, just a moment. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125. Bruce Visser is with us from Visser Grading. Bruce, we want to get out information and safety reminders during this harvest season. What do you have?
When you're doing your corn and your sugar beets and these fall crops, if the roads need a little extra attention, give me a call, 218-415-0191, and we can come out, get the roads back in shape.
We just want to wish everybody a safe harvest season as well, don't we?
Absolutely. This is a stressful time of the year, and we just want everybody to be safe out there.
Visser Grading, phone number again is?
218-415-0191.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and Seedex sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Lynn Fords Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show as we continue from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. A matchup of 6-1 teams, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Red Lake County Rebels here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Pregame coaches' comments from the Georgetown Farmers Elevator, and Mike Erickson's down in the field with the head coach of the Cougars, Paul Tingham.
Okay, Paul. Road Warriors the last couple weekends, up to War Road, then to Underwood. How did the preparation this week go in practice?
Short week, obviously. MEA Wednesday here, so only, basically one day of practice. Monday was a film day and kind of alignment walkthrough and, get our game plan in. And Tuesday was our only practice. So very short practice, went well, but yeah, not a long time to plan, just like them. They had a short week as well. So we're on the same path there. So it is what it is. This last week, it's, we both are 6-1, both have tough games against each other. So, you'd love to have an easier game when it's a short week of planning, but we're both in the same boat, so it is what it is.
Right, and some key playoff implications, probably playing for some potential home field advantage and things like that in playoffs as well. What are keys to the game for the Cougars?
It's going to be a contrast of styles tonight. They like to run the ball and they're really physical. We like to air it out a little bit more and, use our speed and our athletic ability and spread the field a little bit. So, it's going to be who can limit the other team's style and who can take advantage of mismatches, I think. And, we're both solid teams. So I think turnovers are going to be huge. When all things equal, turnovers could decide the game here. But, it's going to be who can win their style of football tonight. We're probably a little more athletic. They're quite a bit bigger and more physical than we are probably. So hopefully we can match their physicalness, and hopefully they cannot match our athleticism. That's what we're hoping for tonight.
All right, thanks for the comments. Good luck. Take care of business.
Hey, thank you.
That is the head coach of Ada-Borup-West Cougar football, Paul Tingham. Coach Tingham visiting with Mike Erickson down on the sidelines. Now in our Bitker Inc. pregame show, getting a chance to see the coin toss and the explanation here as the teams will take their sides of the field, as it looks as though Ada-Borup-West has won the toss. They defer. They will be kicking. Red Lake County will be heading to the north end zone. Our pregame show is brought to you by Bitker Inc. and the Georgetown Farmers Elevator with our pregame coaches' comments. Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Agronomy thanking you for selling your grain and purchasing your agronomy products and services. They are working for you, the area farmer. More info, go to georgetownfarmers.com. The pregame show from Bitker Inc., Ada-Borup-West, Red Lake County. This is a matchup of teams that are 6-1, and we'll talk playoff implications and all the details when we come back as part of the pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Spencer Rupke from Ada-Borup-West School. I want to thank the Booster Club members and businesses for their support of Cougar activities through contributions of time, money, and attendance at Booster-sponsored events. If you are not a member of the Booster Club, consider joining and supporting the organization that gives so much to Ada-Borup-West School.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with IRE Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to IREINS.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
IRE Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Back here on the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com as we bring you action tonight from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Red Lake County Rebels. Winner finds themselves in second place of section seedings. We'll talk about that as we broadcast from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth. Of course, with Laura Tweeten, she's set up in both Ulen and in Ada to serve you. And talk planning retirement with Laura Tweeten, her Thrivent representative, 218-596-8228. While we keep things rolling in our pregame show, let's talk about the matchup tonight. Ada-Borup-West and Red Lake County. These two teams both come in with identical records of 6-1. Red Lake County, 33 points a game and allowing 9 or just under 9 points per game, while the Cougars averaging 29 points per game and allowing 15 points per game. We bring in broadcast partner Mike Erickson for this one. And Mike, I know both coaches talk about the contrasting styles. You have a running team in Red Lake County, and you have a passing team in Ada-Borup-West. And physical versus more of a athleticized team, kind of a flip. It's going to be an interesting contrast here this evening.
Yeah, this is a game where you can play it a few different ways, and we're going to get the best of both worlds here.
I think we are. You can compare this similar and unique 2 weeks ago when the Cougars and you and I drove up to Warroad to take in that matchup. And Warroad, a running team with Gabi Boucher and the physicality. Well, then they went to the air a couple of times and scored on fourth down conversions. Red Lake County not going to be one of those throwing the ball football teams. They do have Owen Shervestead, the quarterback, a sophomore, 439 yards on the season, a 67% passer. He's got 5 touchdowns through the year, but certainly not their main scoring threat. They average 264 yards a game on the ground, 63 through the air for the Red Lake County Rebels. On the flip side, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars are averaging 295 yards a game, 95 on the ground, and 200 passing per game. You have the league's or the district's number one passer in Aiden Markison, who's got over 1,300 passing yards, 13 touchdowns on the season, and leads the district, is in real good situations when it comes to the passing attack. And they got Cameron Spaeth back last week. He went off in Underwood. The Cougars had 299 passing yards in the first half last week in Underwood. Mike, it was something that I've never seen before.
Yeah, and that's it's incredible, and it is a lot to do to their style of play, of course, but at the same time, you need to execute.
You got to execute, and they were able to do that, and they made some great plays and some incredible passes and catches in that first half, and then the second half kind of got a little wonky. There had 6 touchdowns between the two teams in the fourth quarter alone. Was an interesting one in Underwood last week. This week, I anticipate, again, the contrast to styles. We'll talk more about that in our keys to the game here in just a bit, but what's on the line tonight, both teams have only lost one game this season, that being to Mahnomen-Waubun. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars fell to Mahnomen-Waubun on the 23rd of September, a 14-8 loss on that night, and the weather was a major factor there. And then Mahnomen-Waubun, they got the best of Red Lake County when they played in Red Lake Falls. Then the following week, and Mahnomen-Waubun actually had to come from behind to pick up that victory against the Red Lake County Rebels. So these two teams at stake here tonight is likely second place in the section. And then when brackets come out with one loss, Mahnomen-Waubun, they play New York Mills tonight. New York Mills are ranked number 10 in the state. Mahnomen-Waubun is ranked number 3 this week in the Class A poll that just came out. So these two teams that are playing in that game, also on yourliveevent.com. Mahnomen-Waubun, a win obviously puts them at an unbeaten regular season. A loss would then put them in a tie with whoever wins this game. And then the old tiebreaker would be the first head-to-head. And, of course, you have QRF that ties into it right now. And there's a pretty big separation between the QRF rankings between Mahnomen-Waubun and then Red Lake County. In fact, it's 17-point differential, or I should say 14-point differential, 15 positions within those points. So Mahnomen-Waubun ranked 2 in the QRF in the most recent poll. And then Red Lake County is 17. Ada-Borup-West is 21. So at stake, long story longer is the 2 seed, Mike, and then a home game. Likely, if you look down the brackets, the home game could mean a potential bye in the first round too, based on how the bottom ranks. You got Foston and Red Lake, that is the Warriors, and how that can unfold. You never know. There could be a team that has to drop out too. You just never know. So ultimately, there's a lot at stake for the winner here tonight.
Correct, and you did mention that factor. It's not uncommon, or we've seen it in the past, I should say, where that bottom team forfeits their playoff game. So you could be looking at a bye rather than getting beat up next Tuesday.
Well, and that's something. Monoman Waban will have the 1 seed, and they get a bye week no matter what. So then it's a matter of how Red Lake and Foston unfold there in that bottom spot, and where that would be for the 2 seed. So there's a lot of things that'll be ironed out in the next 24 to 36 hours, but we'll have it all figured out. Ultimately tonight, though, when you get to this game, you're looking at wanting to be able to play your best here at this end of the regular season, and it'll be fun to see how this one unfolds for these two squads with those the stark differences. Let's talk field conditions before our next break, and our field condition report is brought to you by Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing. As Dave Dahl, D&D Mowing can keep your lawn in good condition. 218-556-2116. From regular cutting and bagging of leaves here in the fall, thatching and bagging in the spring, Dave Dahl will handle it all, whether it's big or small. Just remember, call Dave Dahl. So we do know this. The field looks in pretty good shape. You officiated a junior high game on this field earlier this week?
Yeah, junior high last week and JV, I believe it was.
Okay, and the field is dry. We're not watering it anymore. It's starting to dry out, and we've had a killing frost, so we're starting to see where it's wearing a little bit, but otherwise it looks to be in pretty darn good shape considering we've reached mid-October.
Of course, we got the split seeder going through the middle of the field there, and we got fresh paint out here. The varsity Cougars haven't been at home in quite some time, so it didn't see the fresh paint job for a little while here, but it's looking great now.
Doug got it fresh. It's ready to go here for this final regular season game. Of course, Tuesday next week is opening round of the playoffs in 8A football. We take a break here on the Bitker Inc. pregame show, and we'll get ready for the kickoff. We've got starting lineups and the opening kickoff just around the corner. Ada-Borup-West and Red Lake County. It's high school football on the Bitker Inc. pregame show. KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground applications, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax today at 218-790-6375 or visit them online at agrimaxllc.com.
Even in today's world of instant communication and entertainment at the tip of your fingers, we can feel alone, disconnected, and detached. Whether you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, mental health, or just the stress of everyday life, Illuma is here for you to guide you, to help you find the light within, and instill hope for a brighter tomorrow. The light is in you. Visit illumacares.org.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben and Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
R.J. Zavarol & Sons provides earth moving and construction to customers in the Red River Valley using proven practices and innovative technology together with hardworking, dependable employees and satisfied customers. Family values have always been the core of our business. Visit rjzavarol.com for more information on the services they provide and click career opportunities. Learn more about joining our team. 218-773-0586 and rjzavarol.com. The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues. Fall into tire savings at Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467. Tire savings this fall at Bitker Inc. Welcoming you back here to the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. As we get you ready for the starting lineups, we'll be back in just a moment with the national anthem and kickoff with the Cougars and the Rebels. 6-1 football tonight on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops of Lake Park.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues with our starting lineups here. The Ziegler Ag Equipment starting lineup. Ziegler Ag Equipment just arrived on the lot as a 2018 Model MT 740 Challenger with 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, CVT transmission, and it's priced at $305,000. And it's ready for you now. Talk to Chuck or Neil for pricing at, of course, Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 in Ada. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars will be introduced as the Red Lake County Rebels had just been introduced on the field as a team. So the Cougars will come out. They're going to be on defense to start. So they'll start defensively. Mason Larson, Grayson Catlett, Austin Dryden, Wyatt Larson, the defensive line. Gabe Mertz, Trenton Sipp are your linebackers. Charlie Shaw, Austin McCraven, Cameron Spaeth, Lance Kritzberger, Brennan Fetting are your defensive backs for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Cougars head coach is Paul Tingham, assisted by Dan Jorgensen, Nate McCraven, Kenley Walleen, Rod McCullum, and Jared Brainerd. Cougars, the home team, they're in the red uniforms here tonight with the black pants, black helmets, and black numerals and letters. These starting lineups from Ziegler Ag Equipment for the Red Lake County Rebels. Offensively, it'll be left tackle Hunter Dudica, Marcelo Bravo the left guard, Brock Canat is the center with Matt Renner the right guard, and Mason Pollen is the right tackle. The tight ends, Jared Moline and Ashton Fredrickson. The running backs, 3 of them in the backfield. Carson Erickson wears number 11, Damon Ferguson, the number 2 rusher in the district, number 23, and Brock Seeger wears number 25. The quarterback is Owen Schervstedt. The Red Lake County Rebels head coach is Brian Remick, assisted by Aaron Mall, Seth Schmitz, and Corey Burrell. football. They are wearing the white uniforms tonight, blue numerals and letters, black pants for the Red Lake County Rebels starting lineups. The Bitker Inc. pregame show, and the starting lineups are brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North in Ada, a full line of Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger tractors, and they have some tractors ready to go right now, field ready for tillage work this fall. Talk to Chuck or Neil for pricing, 218-784-2961. Thanks to Bitker Inc. for our pregame show here tonight on KRJB 106.5 FM. I'm Kevin Kochman with the broadcast, and Mike Erickson joins me as well from the field. We have Joel Ansello running the controls here with the video on yourliveevent.com. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB, bringing you the action. That looks to be good right there, Joe. We'll keep it right there for this one. I think that's going to work out good for our view here tonight. Kaylin back in the studios, KRJB. We're ready to rock and roll. I even see a celebrity sighting. Big Jake is here tonight down on the field. Big night here, Mike.
Yeah, he was just telling me it's a job evaluation for me.
Well, it's about time. It's about time you get really tested here this evening, so we should be ready to go. The Cougars won the toss, elected to defer. They will kick to the south end zone where Red Lake County will return. We'll get to our officials here in just a moment. Ada-Borup-West will have the ball teed up, and it'll be, kicking the ball away. Trent Sipp for the Red Lake County Rebels, 2 deep backs to receive the kickoff. We have two running backs back deep. That is number 11, Carson Erickson, and number 29, John Powers, deep back to receive. They're standing at about their own 10-yard line. Again, the wind is next to nothing. The temperatures are at 50 degrees, the temp right now, as we kick the football away. Opening kickoff for Marcus Accounting Service inside the Arvik building in Ada. The kick is away, and it is a bouncing kick that'll be picked up by Erickson at the 17-yard line, and Erickson finds a seam up the middle across the 20-25, and he's eventually brought down by the Cougars there. We're going to mark him down officially at the 29-yard line, where Red Lake County will have the ball 1st and 10 here this evening with their offense coming out first.
Trent Sipp was in on that tackle.
I'm not surprised. He is the leading tackler on the Cougars team, whether that's defensively or special teams. Trent Sipp, 55 total tackles, 7 for loss on the defensive side this season. And you've seen it, Mike. He's a ball of fire when he's out there.
Oh, yeah, he's a good leader. He does a lot of things right for the Cougars.
From their own 29-yard line, Red Lake County will come out 1st down and 10. They'll come out in the I formation with a wing back to the right. Shervestedt is the quarterback under center. From the 29, they'll turn and hand the football off on 1st down, and he's popped in the backfield. They give it to the deep back, and who's the guy to bring down the ball carry but Trent Sipp?
Yeah, no surprise again.
Ball carrier on 1st down that time was 23, Damon Ferguson, second leading rusher in the district with just under 1,000 yards. He has 908 on the season, a long of 55, and there's carry 103 on the year. For Ferguson, it's a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 for the Red Lake County Rebels. Rebels will come out far side hash now, and they'll go with the T backfield. Shervestedt under center. He'll turn and hand the football off again. They give to Ferguson, and he'll churn his legs back to the 30 and get it forward to the 31. Give him a couple of yards there. Brings up 3rd down and 8 after a gain of 3. So for Red Lake County, 2 plays, 2 handoffs to the running back Ferguson, and 2 different formations in the backfield. 3 backs, they can use them in a number of different ways, Mike, including Mr. Erickson being a wing back in the formation. Now we'll see Erickson, the middle back in the T formation. Shervestedt, the quarterback. 2 tight ends are set for a 3rd down and 8. Turn and hand the ball off on the counter, and they're going to find some space to the outside, cutting it back upfield. We got a 1st down for the Red Lake County Rebels. That time, a give goes to Brock Seeger, the sophomore, cut back to the far side hash this time, and he works his way up to the 41-yard line. That's going to be a rush of 10 and a 1st down.
Gabe Mertz came across the field to make the tackle.
First down of the football game for the Red Lake County Rebels, and a 3rd down conversion to start. Now on the near side hash, they'll come out with a 1st down and 10 as we get this football game underway here today on yourliveevent.com and KRJB 106.5 FM. So it'll be for the Rebels on 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll turn and hand the football off here. Not much doing on 1st down. The give goes right up the middle. And again, this time, they hand it to Seeger. Seeger is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a little bit forward. A lot of red jerseys he ran into there, Mike.
Yeah, it's plugged up the middle right now, and obviously the counter gave them some fits last time, so they could be trying to set that up again.
Seeger, they're going to say no gain or maybe a half yard on 1st down. Bring up 2nd down and 10. 9:40 to play. 1st quarter, no score. Red Lake County with the football to start this contest. As Shervested's under center. Again, they go with the T formation in the backfield. Turn and hand the ball off. Nope, Shervested's going to roll. Play action pass. Fires, has a man. It's a tight end. Moline, he's got a first down. Crossing midfield into Cougars territory. They're going to put him at the 47-yard line as a gain that time of going to be 12 yards and a first down.
That's a big target for the Rebels. Moline's 6'5". He's an excellent rebounder in basketball as well.
Yeah, you see him out there in the hard court, and now you're going to see him lined up at the tight end. And we talked about this a year ago, that Red Lake County coming back this year, actually ball spot at the 46-yard line, by the way, and a first down for the Rebels. They were so young last year. They have a couple of seniors this year, but so many freshmen and sophomore that played that are now sophomores and juniors this season. As the Rebels hard count, they got the Cougars to go. This has been a nagging issue for the Cougars this season with long counts, and that's something you could pick up on film. And they get the Cougars to jump a 5-yard penalty here, and a reset first down and 5 coming. And that's one of those things. You just can't have that happen, Mike.
No, and you mentioned the Rebels. It's if you've been following Rebel athletics, basketball, baseball, whatever it is, you know that they've had good athletes coming here, and they're starting to get to that age where they're playing varsity sports now.
Yep, and now they come out in that T formation backfield, and the quarterback Shervested's under center. He'll hand the ball off. This is Seeger gashing the Cougars up the middle. Seeger is going to be hog-tied down, but they're going to get him with a horse collar, as it was Cameron Spaeth. Hand on the back of the jersey of Seeger, who gets a gain of 22 yards, and then horse collar on top of it.
And that penalty maybe saves a touchdown, of course.
It does.
So it's one of those things where you got to stop them now after the yards are given up.
Yep, and in this case, with personal foul with the horse collar, so half the distance to the goal. So from the 18-yard line, they're going to put the ball down at the 9, and it's first and goal for the Red Lake County Rebels. Well, you talk about the contrasting styles of these two teams, and right now the offensive line of the Red Lake County Rebels are setting the tone here on this first drive of the game. 9:20 to play, first quarter, no score. Rebels have a first and goal at the Cougar 9-yard line. They'll come out in more of a wishbone now. Running back Erickson steps up a couple of steps behind the quarterback, Shervested. Turn and hand it. Nope, Shervested keeps it himself, and he'll be brought down. A couple of Cougars there in the tackle, including Cameron Spaeth, also Wyatt Larson. Mike, we saw Wyatt Larson line up as a defensive back in Warroad 2 weeks ago. Last week he started, just like he's doing today, as a defensive end.
Yeah, he's got a little tenacity to him, so it's good for him to be on the edge there. He can make some plays.
First carry for Shervested, that is a 4-yard gain, and it's second and goal now at the 5 for the Red Lake County Rebels. Here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com, Rebels' first possession of the football game. They'll again go with that wishbone-style formation. Seeger and Erickson. And also in the backfield is Ferguson. Turn and hand, this time counter Ferguson. Ferguson meets a pile of red jerseys. He'll get to the 4, a gain of 1, third and goal. So for the Red Lake County Rebels, facing now third down and goal against the Cougars on this first drive of the football game. 8:10 to play in this first quarter, no score. See some substitutions, a couple of guys switching in and out for the Red Lake County Rebels, including Hunter Dudica. Dudica makes his way to the sideline. He's the starting left tackle, 6 foot, 285-pound sophomore. If I recall correctly, Dudica got injured in the game against Ada-Borup-West last year.
That is correct.
He actually had to be taken off in the ambulance last year.
Yes.
Good that he's healthy today. We've got the wing formation, and now turning and handing the football off. It's going to be Ferguson, and he'll plunge into the end zone for the Red Lake County Rebels. For the 12th time this season, the Rebels score with a Damon Ferguson rushing touchdown.
Kudos to the Rebel line there. They did a great job of opening up that hole.
Absolutely. Good push. Guys on that right side really needed to work hard. That's a 9-play drive, taking advantage of a couple of penalties. But here in the first quarter, scoring with 7:40 to play in the first, Red Lake County, Ferguson, he gets in on a 4-yard touchdown run. And now they're going to try for a 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Rebels. They'll turn, and it's going to be again Ferguson. Ferguson diving ahead, and he's in for the 2-point conversion as well. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, Red Lake County leads Ada-Borup-West 8-0, 7:40 to play first quarter. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
It is Red Lake County leading Ada-Borup-West 8-0 as we broadcast from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Of course, planning for retirement, choose Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent representative, to help you. She's got offices in both Ada and Ulen. You can call her and get set up with an appointment and talk about your future. Well, the Red Lake County Rebels' first drive of the football game, 9 plays, and it goes 71 yards and a touchdown. Damon Ferguson scores on a 4-yard run. The 2-point conversion by Ferguson is good, and the Rebels lead the Cougars 8-0, 7:40 to play in the first quarter. Kevin Kochman and Mike Erickson from the Johnson Sports Complex. Joe Lancello running the controls here on yourliveevent.com. Kaylin, our engineer, at KRJB and Ada. So a nice opening drive for the Rebels, and now for the Cougars. They've had some success returning kicks in recent weeks. In fact, they've had 2 kick returns for touchdowns from Brennan Fetting this season, and last week Cameron Spaeth took one 73 yards to the house. Fetting, Spaeth, and also Austin McCraven, our deep back for the Cougars, as the Red Lake County Rebels have the ball teed up, and it'll be Moline doing the kicking. He'll kick to the north side of the field, and the kick is up, end over end. And it'll be McCraven at the 28-yard line, gets away from one, gets away from another, tiptoes down the sidelines, 30, 40, and out of bounds. Nice little run back and good field position to start this first drive of the game for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars.
And now we get to see the passing attack version of this game.
And that's what we expect to see. The Cougars averaging 200 passing yards a game rather than their rushing attack averaging into this game 95 yards a game. Leading rusher on the season is Trenton Sipp with just 189 yards in the whole year. Cougars have first down and 10 on their own 44-yard line. Good field position to start. And the leading passer in the district, quarterback Aiden Markison, will come out with 2 receivers to the left of the formation, 1 to the right. Now two each way, and in the pistol formation. Quick fake to handoff and give. They fake across the front, and they give to Fetting, and Fetting goes down. He's brought down by the defense of the Red Lake County Rebels. Mason Pollen was there, among others, to bring down the ball carrier. Loss of 4 on the play to the 40-yard line. Fetting loses 4 on the first play as they fake that quick across the front with Cameron Spaeth. As a slot receiver, he comes across and tries to fake that jet sweep. And in this case, it is a handoff to Fetting. He's brought down to the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down and 14 now for the Cougars. Just under 7 minutes to play. First quarter, under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. Back to pass, Markison on 2nd down. He'll fire a pass left side, and he's got a man. It is incomplete. Looking for Kritzberger. Good coverage provided that time by John Powers. 2 interceptions on the season, Mike, and Powers was stride to stride with one of the faster Cougars there, Kritzberger.
And there was good pressure from the Rebel linebackers as well.
One thing that Markison has done real well these last couple of weeks is he's had time and he stood in the pocket and delivered some real nice passes, kind of looking the quarterback part. And something we're looking forward to seeing here as this game unfolds, if he can connect on some of those passes. Now is just straight up great coverage there by John Powers, stretching the field there, the 5'7", 160 junior for the Red Lake County Rebels. Stop the clock, 6:47 to play in the first quarter. 3rd down and 14 for the Cougars. They'll bunch 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Everybody's in tight, back to pass. Markison rolls, he'll fire, has a man. Catching the pass is Cameron Spaeth. Gets away from a defender, 40, down to the 33-yard line, and Cameron Spaeth showing some athleticism there to make the play and a first down.
And that's the type of spark the Cougars need on this drive.
27-yard pass completion from Markison to Cameron Spaeth and a first down, and a big one, a 3rd down conversion for Ada-Borup-West. Cougars offense on 3rd down, a 29% average in effection this year, and they got that one right now. Effectiveness, that's the word I was looking for. They're not effective on Thursday. They're not showing their infection on 3rd down. I'm trying to get it right. Point is, 29% is how they usually transfer, and in this case, I'm using math, Mike, and you're the math guy. You're hanging me out to dry here, you know?
I'm just letting you solve your own problem.
I appreciate it. All about problem solving. Here's a handoff on 1st and 10, Cameron Spaeth. He'll try to cut up field, and he's tripped up by the Red Lake County Rebels there. It's a tackle made by Brock Seeger, one of the linebackers. They're very active in the linebacker crew with Ashton Fredrickson, Damon Ferguson, Brock Seeger, John Powers. You got Matt Renner, Mason Pollen, Jackson Hafer, and then Gerald Moline, the line. Connor Duden, Owen Schervstead, and Carson Erickson are your defensive backs. And I said, it's Jackson Hofer is the pronunciation, Hofer. So Cameron Spaeth, he gets 2 yards on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Ball now spotted at the 31-yard line for the Cougars. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Markison pump fakes, cuts it. Oh, he lost the football. Markison lost the ball, and it looks like he recovered, and he does. He also got popped when he got to the ground at the 30-yard line. So it'll be actually back to the 31. 3rd down and 8 upcoming for Ada-Borup-West. Markison comes over to have a chat with Coach Paul Tingham. They're just tried to tuck and run at that time, Mike, and he had the ball come loose.
Yeah,
plain and simple.
I mean, it's not terribly cold, but it is cold enough to where your hands are probably not feeling the ball super great.
Sure, and it's just the temperature change in a hurry here. We'll talk about that in a moment. 3rd down and 8 for the Cougars. They'll send 3 receivers to the right of the formation, 2 to the left. Empty backfield again for Markison, who's back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Now will tuck and slip. He goes down on his own this time and will be down again about the same spot, the 31-yard line. So 4th and 8 for the Cougars. 4:35 to play first quarter. They trail 8-0 to Red Lake County.
And Red Lake County's line is playing really aggressive right now.
Yeah, coming with a lot of pressure, especially on the outside edges. Renner and Moline, a couple of guys that are really pushing for the Rebels defensive line. Our officials tonight, by the way, mentioned this. They're out of the Honor Tail Association. We have the head ref as Randy Olson. Umpire is Darren Heisler. We have Mike Olkey as a linesman, that is. A lines judge is Doug Weiss, and Brady Heisler is the back judge today. 4th down and 8, maybe 4th and 9 here for the Cougars. Back to pass. Markison pumps left, goes right. It's thrown well short of the first down as the pass is caught by the Cougars' Mason Larson that time. But he is well short of the first down, getting to the 27-yard line. Going to say a 5-yard gain. Needed more, and it's a turnover on downs for Ada-Borup-West on their first possession of the game. Good defense by the Red Lake County Rebels to start. That was a 7-play drive that turns over on downs from their own 27 now. The Rebels have an opportunity here, Mike, leading 8-0, just under 4 minutes to play first quarter. They'll have a chance to put together some offense here and try to give themselves some separation in this first quarter.
This could be a really big drive for the Rebels.
Schervstedt, the quarterback. They'll go again with that short wishbone line or backfield there with 3 backs. Erickson in the middle. They give. Nope, they fake. Counter. This will be the running back. Ferguson, right side, Ferguson crosses the 30-yard line, and they'll mark him down. It looks to be about the 33-yard line here. So a 6-yard gain for Ferguson, maybe 7 on first down. They're going to give him an extra yard there, a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and a long 3 to go.
Cougars need to make some adjustment on that counter play.
Yeah, they're going to have to start to recognizing some of that here, and the Rebels are definitely showing some pretty good fakes. Schervsted's under center again. Same formation. 3 backs in the backfield. Turn and give. Seeger, he'll go up the middle. First down, 40-yard line up to the 42 will they mark him down. That's going to be a gain of 8 for Brock Seeger. Seeger, 4 carries and 40 yards rushing. That's a first down for Red Lake County. That's their 4th first down here in this first quarter of action. 3:10 to play, first quarter, and the lead is 8-0 for Red Lake County. Both teams 6-1 records. Both teams' only loss of the season was to Mahnomen-Waban. Moline is a receiver split to the right side. Turn and hand the ball off. This will be Ferguson. He runs into a pile. The Cougars are there, and in on the stop that time looked like Mertz. Also in on the stop for the Cougars defensively was Austin Dryden for the ball carrier Ferguson. Going to get a yard, 2nd down and 9.
Better line play there for the Cougars.
Yeah, they shot off a little lower and started to maybe pick up on a couple of things as we've got here in the first quarter. A 2nd down and 9 upcoming for Red Lake County. Rebels leading 8-0. And Schervsted's going to set down the troops. They go with the double tight end set. Erickson, the middle back of the 3 in the wishbone. Turn in hand. They'll give. Counter this time, and the Cougars saw it. Had him in the backfield, but credit Seeger. Stays on his feet, churns his legs. He still will get back to the line of scrimmage. Or did they say his knee was down? Lions judge said maybe back here at the 42. So a loss of 1. It'll be a 3rd down and 10.
Regardless, still an amazing effort by Seeger.
Yeah, and it was if his knee did touch the ground, I had binoculars on it. If his knee did touch, it was very brief, so kudos to the official for seeing that. Yeah, he kept his fleet going, used his hand, too. You got to use the hand for leverage. Keep yourself up a little bit. 3rd and 10. Schervsted, the quarterback, under center. Moline is the receiver, split right side. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Shervestedt throws in the flats. It's caught Seeger. Seeger gets away from Sip. He's got a first down. Sip had to hold on for everything there to not let him go. Great effort to keep him down, but Seeger, the effort play, gets a first down and a gain of 11. Seeger with an 11-yard catch, and Shervestedt, the quarterback, is 2 for 2 throwing the ball. 5 first downs for Red Lake County in this first quarter. Minute 25 to play, first quarter. Rebels 8, Cougars nothing. Now into Cougar territory at the 47-yard line. First down and 10, Red Lake County. Seeger is the wing back on the right side. Split backs in the backfield now with Erickson and Ferguson. Quarterback Shervestedt, first and 10, turn, hand it off. Ferguson up the middle. He's tripped up. He Superman dives his way to the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down just past the 40 at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain on first down for Damon Ferguson.
The Red Lake County running backs are really putting on a show tonight.
Yeah, they are, and they got good size. Damon Ferguson, 5'10", 180. He's a senior. Brock Seeger, 5'11", 180. He's a sophomore. And then Carson Erickson, undersized at 5'5", 140. He's a senior as well, with Shervestedt, the quarterback, a sophomore. And it's showing the reason why early in the year there was a lot of expectations on the Rebels. Long snap count. Shervestedt turns and hands the ball off. This will be going to be Ferguson that time on the carry. And Damon's going to plunge ahead, and he's going to be close to a first down as he pops out of the pile. Just going off that right side, Mike.
Yeah, and the Cougars were lucky they didn't get a neutral zone infraction there.
Ferguson goes for a yard. It'll be third down and 1 for Red Lake County. They're going to let the first quarter come to a close. Here on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it is Red Lake County 8, Ada-Borup-West nothing. High school football week 8 on a Wednesday night on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/FarmerMac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
We're ready to start the second quarter of high school football on KRJB 106.5 FM and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman and Mike Erickson with you. Joe Lancello on site with YourLiveEvent.com. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB, bringing you the action tonight of high school football. Week 8, and Red Lake County is faced, they lead 8-0 over Ada-Borup-West. They're faced with a third down and 1 from the Cougar 37 as they flip to the south end zone now, flipping sides of the field. Shervestedt, the quarterback, under center. He'll keep it on 3rd and 1. First down and more as a quarterback keeper of the middle. Lost football, and Ada-Borup-West is recovered. It's going to be Tate Jacobson recovering the football, and there's the game's first turnover tonight.
Coaches mentioned how a turnover game is going to be a big factor in this.
Shervestedt with a nice run, too. He had first down and more down to the 26-yard line. It was an 11-yard run, and then he fumbled the football. So a fumble here in the second quarter. Second quarter fumble, and that stops a big drive that had all of the positive energy. And now the Cougars will have it first down and 10 on their own 26-yard line, and see if you can capitalize on that here, Mike, with obviously points off turnovers and just getting some momentum, because Red Lake County owns the momentum game right now.
Right, and this could be a big swing between the difference of the Rebels being up, say, 14 or 16, and actually tying the game.
Absolutely. Back to pass on first and 10. Markison will throw the ball. It's going to be McCraven. He jumps up and makes the catch. McCraven holds it in just across the 40-yard line, and it'll be at the 43-yard line and a first down for Ada-Borup-West.
Wonderful catch over some good coverage.
17-yard connection to McCraven. Markison to McCraven, 17 yards and a first down for Ada-Borup-West, their second first down of the football game. And so from the 43-yard line of the Cougars, They'll come out offensively as McCraven comes off the field. And it'll be Cougars coming out, one back in the backfield. That lone back is going to be Brennan Fetting. And then two receivers each side of the field. Markison back to pass. He's going to roll left. He has a lot of room. He's going to shimmy shake his way. First down and more. Out of bounds. Markison into Rebel territory. They'll mark him down at the 45-yard line. So a gain that time. It's going to be, they're going to mark him down to 45, so do the math. That's 12 and a first down for the Cougars. Markison, 12 yards on the gain. Now, he would like that I'm sharing this stat. Now he has rushed for 117 yards on the season, which makes him the third highest running back on the Cougars roster there, Mike.
It does.
That's a stat. And math. Had to do all that math all by own.
50-yard line's a bugger.
It throws. It really throws you. And you're like, hey, how's this working on 43 to the 45 and then 12 and 3 and carry the 2. So now from, what do you call it, the 55-yard line, right? That's funny. 45-yard line of the Rebels. Play action pass. Markison in trouble. He's rolling. He'll fire a pass away. A lot of pressure there from Moline, and he throws it at the feet of an intended target. Closest to the pass would have been Cougars receiver, beg your pardon. That would have been Kritzberger there, but incomplete pass and just threw it away.
I think the first option on that play lost his feet.
Okay. That makes sense then. Aiden Markison, 3 of 5 here in this first half passing. Cougars trailing 8-0 to the Red Lake County Rebels. We have 11:30 to play in this first half of football. Cougars facing a 2nd and 10 from the Rebel 45-yard line. Cougars will break the huddle. They'll send receivers each direction, and Markison will stand in the shotgun all by himself. 4 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left, and that 1 receiver left side, near side of the field, is Cameron Spaeth. Markison back to pass. He'll roll to his right. Moline is there. Moline has him, and he brings him down to the backfield, way back into Cougar territory, and that was a great play by Gerald Moline, defensively taking care of the quarterback.
Puts Cougars in a really tough third down.
Oh, big time. And Moline's a dude, 6'5", 190. And bringing down Markison all the way back at the 44-yard line. So they started this drive at their own 43. Excuse me, they started this most recent play. Markison had that first down at the 43. Now back to the 44. So a 3rd down and 21 after a big loss on the play by Markison and the sack by Moline. So 3rd down and long for the Cougars. Clock runs. 10:50 to play in this first half. 8-0, Red Lake County leading. 6-1 teams. Section playoff seeding on the line here tonight. Who can take that number 2 seed? Markison under center. 3 receivers left of the formation. Turn. Again, it's going to be play action. Roll out. Now Markison has some room. He's going to try to get some space here and will get back a bunch of yards, but not enough for a first down. They'll bring him back into Rebel territory to the 47-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and manageable here for the Cougars as he's going to pick up about 14 yards there. It'll be 4th and 7. So we'll see what the Cougars have drawn up. They are in Rebel territory. You have Cameron Spaeth, who's had a track record of punting the ball and keeping teams deep in their own territory. It looks like they're going to come out and go for it here, taking their time, bringing the play in. Markison brings it in, and the Cougars huddle up. Ball is spotted at the 47-yard line. And it'll be 4th down and 7. They're at the Rebel, not the Rebel 47, the Rebel 42-yard line. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Oh, now we're going to get a timeout called. Timeout called by Paul Tingeman, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel, Highway 9 Ada. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it is the Rebels 8, Cougars nothing. Cougars with a 4th and 7 when we come back on KRJB in your live event.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Back out of the timeout from Freedom Fuel. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson with you. 4th down for the Cougars. They're at the 42-yard line of the Rebels. 9:36 remains second quarter. 8-0 is the score. It is the Red Lake County Rebels leading Ada-Borup-West, and it's a fourth down, big fourth down here for the Cougars. It looks like they are coming out with Markison, the quarterback, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left of the formation. Needing 7 yards for a first down here. They'll go for it in the shotgun. Markison takes the snap. He's back to pass. Throws over the middle. Passes caught by Cameron Spaeth. He spins. He's down at the 28-yard line. A great play there. 14 yards and a first down over the middle of Cameron Spaeth. And I don't really know why I would have doubted that. They were going to throw it to Mr. Spaeth.
And remember, that play was set up by Markison's run there to make it fourth and manageable.
That was the big thing. You're right. 14 yards on the connection to Spaeth and a first down for the Cougars on a fourth down. You know, I didn't even use the stat, but now we can. Cougars 38% on fourth down. They're now 11 of 27 on fourth down attempts, Mike. So what does that make it? Are we up to 40% now?
I'm off the clock.
Okay, fair enough. From the 28-yard line, it's first down and 10 for the Cougars. 9 minutes to play, first half, trailing 8-0. 3 backs in the backfield they give this time. Sean Green, on senior night, Sean Green's going to dive ahead. He'll work his way to the 26, get a couple of yards on the carry. Sean Green, 30 carries, 148 yards on the year, a couple of touchdowns, including getting one last week in Underwood. And Green jumps ahead for 2, second down and 8 for the Cougars.
A little confusion on the Rebel defense. Brendan Fetting was left uncovered on that play.
Interesting. And the Cougars that time going with 3 backs in an interesting formation, kind of an offset eye almost with a wing. That the wing was almost a little bit off too in his settings there. But you know, I don't draw up the plays, but something happened there and kind of threw off I think the defense a little bit. Not a regular look by the Cougar offense. Now they go back to the 5 wide, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, so 3 to the wide side of the formation. From the 26, a second and 8. Markison back to pass. He'll fire over the middle again, and this is nearly intercepted. He rainbowed that over the middle. I think I don't know what was going on there. It was a missed incomplete pass is what it ends up being.
Poor timing is kind of what it falls down to. We've got some crossing routes going on out there, and just, like I said, poor timing.
Rebels defense nearly picking off the pass there. Shervestedt in the safety spot nearly picked that one off as he dove after the football. So we've got a third down and 8. Ball at the 26-yard line. Markison brings in the play call for the Cougars. 8-0 Rebels leading Ada-Borup-West. As we have 3 receivers right, 2 to the left of the formation again for the Cougars. Markison will be in the shotgun. Back to pass, Markison takes a snap, fires again left side. This is middle left, and it's caught by Cameron Spaeth. He says first down. Cameron Spaeth across the 15-yard line, and it is a first down. Is Cameron Spaeth going to pick up a gain of 11 on the play?
Ball caught in traffic, too. Great catch.
That is a 5th first down for Ada-Borup-West. As a 9th play of the drive, Cougars will have it 1st and 10, just inside the 15. Now a ball spotted at the 14-yard line officially. As Ada-Borup-West will come out with a 1st down and 10 in the red zone of Red Lake County. Just under 7:35 remaining in the second quarter. Markison under center. One back is Fetting in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff. Bootleg, now Markison in trouble again. He's going to try to throw the ball. He does, and he throws it away. He was in the grasp of Gerald Moline, and he does get this one thrown away in the area of a receiver, but also, more importantly, Rachel Tuttle picked up the football there. We're glad that she's all over it there.
Oh, yeah, she's on top of it.
Yeah, she's a great big football fan out there, you know.
That's right.
10th play of the drive is a throwaway, and with a defender, Gerald Moline, all over the quarterback. Markison and Moline are going to have a battle here tonight, Mike.
Oh, yeah, it's a great football game here.
So far, so good. And Gerald Moline has just been a monster inside. You see him on the screen there on yourliveevent.com, 6'5", and he'll line up on that outside edge. Moline, I should say Markison under center. Moline's got him in his eyes already. I can see it. Markison rolls out, gets some extra protection. Now he steps up in the pocket. He'll throw to the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Pass interference is going to be the call as a flag is thrown. The intended target that time for the Cougars crossing was Charlie Shaw, and an incomplete pass as Shaw was tackled before the ball got to him.
Contact came a little bit too soon.
That's a good way to put it there. Hear the official making the call. Great. We should have a mic on that guy.
I'm trying my best here.
You did a really nice job there. Parabolic. I should get you carrying a parabolic down there.
There you go.
You got oh man, just would be all kinds of fun stuff. I got Joe Lancello pumped up about a parabolic mic. That would be all right. So they're going to go half the distance to the goal here with that pass interference call. So it's a 7-yard penalty, and it's second down. Second down, and we'll call it going to be about 4 yards here after a penalty goes for 7 yards on Red Lake County. Cougars in a pretty good manageable situation now. Still second down. 3 backs in the backfield. Marcuson, the quarterback, going to keep it himself. He's been doing this lately, just kind of deciding I'm going to go for it, but this time he's met with a lot of physicality and some pad popping and helmet slapping, and he's going to be up to about the 2-yard line. So with that being said, it's a 1st and goal. He gains 5. 1st and goal for the Cougars.
Good read.
Yeah, he's done that. Maybe saw that here a couple weeks ago, Mike. But he's been calling for that. In fact, he did do that against Warroad a few times.
Correct, he did.
And you asked him about it in the postgame show.
I sure did.
Look at you, star. You're just a star out there. We've got 1st and goal for the Cougars now at the 2-yard line. Ada-Borup-West, 3 backs in the backfield. Tate Jacobson, you got Trent Sipp and Sean Green. The give is to Sipp. Touchdown. Ada-Borup-West is in the end zone. 6:41 to play, 2nd quarter. They give the Trenton Sipp, and for Sipp, that's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year, 3rd score as a total, and the Cougars answer, and that was a big drive off of a turnover. They score.
That's fitting, and he may not have a ton of yards overall in the season, but he does have some important ones.
He sure does, and that caps off a big drive. Here in the 2nd quarter, 6:41 to go in this first half. Ada-Borup-West on the board. Sipp, a 2-yard touchdown run. Smash mouth football, scoring on a 4-yard run and a 2-yard run. That's how we've arrived at our score. 6 for Ada-Borup-West and 8 for Red Lake County. And the Cougars usually go kick an extra point. Tate Jacobson's the extra point kicker, but this time going for 2, and they're going empty backfield. Marcuson in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 3 to the left. Back to pass, Marcuson throws in the flat, caught. It's McCraven, and we've got a tie ball game. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it is Red Lake County 8, Ada-Borup-West 8 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
We're back out of the timeout after the score, I should say. Ada-Borup-West, after a fumble by Owen Schervstedt, the quarterback for Red Lake County, the Cougars turn that into a 74-yard drive. It lasts 13 plays, and it goes into the end zone. Trenton Sipp, 2-yard touchdown run. The 2-point pass is good, and the score is 8-8. Ada-Borup-West, Red Lake County, Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Kevin Kochman and Mike Erickson with you. As Joel Ansello here as well with YourLiveEvent.com. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB. The action is now 6:40 run remaining in this 2nd quarter, and we're tied at 8. That's a good answer by the Cougars there, Mike. They needed to take advantage of the turnover, and they sure did.
I think huge as far as the momentum goes. Red Lake County was on their way to scoring again, and 16-0 versus 8-8 is a big difference in high school football.
Trent Sipp has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. He'll kick to the north end zone. Weather-wise here tonight, so that was another thing I was going to touch base on, as it certainly is not much of an issue here this evening, that is for sure. Weather-wise, though, we will snag that report for you as Sipp gets ready to tee it up. 48 degrees right now, northeast wind, 2 miles an hour at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Kick is away by Sipp. It's going to be a rolling kick and rolls all the way down. Erickson picks it up at the 17-yard line. He spins out of 1 tackle, and he gets up to the 25-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Red Lake County. 6:35 to play 2nd quarter. We'll see if that touchdown by the Cougar offense rejuvenates the defense. Mike, see if they bring some energy here.
Definitely. We got Miles Wamback and getting on the tackle there.
Well, that's good. Miles, part of that black defense. You got a red defense and a black defense, and then Miles also on the special teams there, as you mentioned. Nice to see some of those guys come out and make some plays when their opportunity is there. And I'm a special teams guy. I love me some special teams.
Heath Farwell,
my favorite player of all time. All-time favorite player. Now a pretty darn good special teams coordinator in the NFL. Has a ring, too, played with the Seahawks. First and 10, Red Lake County at the 25-yard line. Turn, hand the ball off. This will be Seeger, who dives ahead, bounces off a one tackle, bounces off another would-be tackler to the 30-yard line. He'll get 5 on first down. Seeger 5-yard gain for Red Lake County. Their first drive was 9 plays and 71 yards. Second drive was 8 plays, and they were down all the way to the 26 of the Cougars before a fumble that stalled that drive out and turned it over to the Cougars. 2nd and 5 from their own 30. Red Lake County comes out, 3 backs in the backfield again. 2 tight ends are set. Quarterback Shervestedt is under center. The 3 backs are the same 3 that have been there all game. The fake is to Erickson. The give is to Seeger. Seeger spins off a 1, and a whole pack of Cougars there, hungry to bring down the ball carrier. Crosses the 30 to the 32-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
It's definitely going to be a game that the Cougars are going to know they played football after this.
Yeah, and that, you're darn right. It is something. And right now we're seeing physical football on both sides. And last week, too, Underwood brought a lot of physicality against Ada-Borup-West. And, Red Lake County, game we had on your live event, they took care of business against Polk County West. Just a real physical football game in East Grand Forks last week. Shervestedt under center. They go with 1 back, 2 wings. And Shervestedt, the quarterback, keeper up the middle, and he just dove ahead. Has the first down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. Move those chains. Shervestedt said, I'm going to just take it. I'll just do this, and I see a gap. Why not go get it? Only needed a couple. He ends up getting the first down and goes back to the huddle and brings in the play call.
He saw Markison do it. He thought, well, why not me?
Yeah, if you get that freedom, a little bit of freedom, or if you just say, hey, Coach, is it all right that I did that after you get the first down? It's always easier to ask for forgiveness then,
Yeah, it's only dumb if it doesn't work.
Yeah, right, exactly. Under 5 minutes to play first half. Tied at 8. First down and 10 for the Red Lake County Rebels from their own 37-yard line. 3 backs of the backfield. Shervestedt is under center. They're in the middle of the hashes. Turn, second man, the give. This is going to be the ball carrier, Ferguson. And Ferguson plunges his way across the 40-yard line and bounces off a couple. The first fake, though, Mike, really was impressive. Took the ball out of the first ball carrier, Erickson, and gave it to Ferguson. So that was a real good job by quarterback Shervestedt there applying the fake. It's a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 2.
In addition, Seeger really set that edge on a lead block.
Very important. Seeger brings a little more of that. Ferguson is your runner. Seeger's going to be a little bit more of that pounder, I think. Guy likes to get a little helmet-on-helmet action there. From the wishbone backfield, Shervestedt keeps. Lance Kritzberger brings down the ball carrier. The quarterback, that time, didn't read that option well on the outside, and Lance Kritzberger brings down the ball carrier. The quarterback, a loss on the play.
You're right. The more I watch Lance play, the more I think Harrison Smith.
He does have a Harrison Smith effect to him. He just does. He's got that. He's wiry, and he has a nose for the football. And he learned it all from his sister. It's going to be a 4-yard loss on the play for the quarterback Shervestedt, and it is 3rd down. 3rd down now. Quarterback under center is Shervestedt. 2 backs in the backfield. He's back to pass. Shervestedt looks right of that formation. Pass is picked off. It's intercepted. It's Kritzberger. He'll lay a stiff arm inside the 20, and a big-time play by Kritzberger.
Charlie Shaw with the interception.
Excuse me.
20.
Nice job. Shaw with the pick. I saw the 2. I didn't see the 1. Charlie Shaw. Interception. Way to go for Charlie Shaw, reading the defense of the quarterback there. And great play. Cougars with a 2nd turnover of the Rebels.
Shaw would be like the Gerald Moline version for the Cougars. Tall, lanky, long, good rebounder. Showed off those skills there.
Well, and, Shaw was a defensive end a couple weeks ago. He swapped with the Cougars' Wyatt Larson defensively. From the 15-yard line, Cougars 1st and 10, and Markison telling the receivers on the outside edge to change things up. Back to passes, Markison going to the end zone. It's going to be overthrown. His intended target, I saw the number there. He was looking for Charlie Shaw, and it's incomplete.
Seemed to be a little miscommunication there.
Yeah, just he went right instead of left or up instead of out type thing. Incomplete pass there by Markison. I think I got all my numbers here figured out in my stat sheets, and I think we're all right here. From the Red Lake County 15-yard line is where this drive began after the interception, and that was Shaw with the pick. Okay, we're all good. Kritzberger's going to get all the credit on my highlight, but that doesn't matter. Shaw made the pick. Should have known. Kritzberger was on the other side. Anyway, Mike, I appreciate you keeping the eyes on the play if I couldn't get it.
Well, it was right on top of me.
That's what you're here for. That's why we pay you the big bucks. Markison in the pistol, back to pass, rolls to his left on 2nd and 10, fires over the middle, pass is caught. Pass is caught by the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. That time is going to be Shaw. He makes the catch inside the 10. Charlie Shaw has given the Cougars third and manageable now inside the 10. It's going to be a gain of 6, a 3rd down and 4 upcoming. For Charlie Shaw, that's actually his first catch of the football game. And that's obviously 4-down territory for the Cougars. They're faced with a 3rd down and about 4 yards. They're marked at the 8 here for Ada-Borup-West. We'll see what happens here with the Cougars as they break the huddle. They're going to send Spaeth to the right, and receiver Shaw, Fetting is out to the left. 3 backs in the backfield. Markison under center. Quarterback keeper, and he's spun to the ground. A tackle made by Jackson Hofer. Hofer brings him down at the 5, and that's going to be very close to a 1st down.
We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, Jackson Hofer, 6'3", 230, and he just spun Markison around there as he went with the quarterback keeper. And did they mark him back a yard? It looks like they marked him behind the 5, huh?
They called 4th down.
Okay. He wasn't happy about it, but they are going to take a measurement is what they're going to do. So bring on the chains. And, we've talked about the chain gang for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars here at the Johnson Sports Complex. They don't do this much. They don't have to move a whole lot. In fact, I look over and I see Dave Solsing. He's like, I'm not going to move. So there goes Pete Fetting, and there goes Nick Gwynn. Nick Gwynn getting all the obvious, accolades that come to being the chain gang guy.
You couldn't ask for 2 better guys.
Pete Fetting. The only thing you can't do is yell Peter on special teams, otherwise Pete gets all worked up. They're going to roll the chains out. Nick Gwynn on the far end, and then you've got Pete Fetting standing. He had to give up his chain. He's not happy about it. Stretch it out. The officials put it down. It's it's close. It's 1st down.
1st down is the call.
It's 1st down. So that is a 3-yard gain by Aiden Markison and a 1st down by the hair of his chinny chin chin. 7th 1st down for Ada-Borup-West, and a 1st down and goal upcoming for the Cougars now at the 5-yard line. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to play in the first half. It's tied at 8. Cougars trying to score off of a Charlie Shaw interception that stalled out a drive by Red Lake County. That was Shervestead through the air, by the way, Mike. That was only his 3rd pass attempt, and it was an interception. 3 backs in the backfield again. Sip. And deep back is Green. Markison rolls to the right, gets a block. He's still rolling to his right. Now he's turning around. He's in big trouble. He throws off his back foot, and it's incomplete. He was in big trouble there and just about had 1st and goal at the 35-yard line. Great pass coverage by the defense of the Rebels, and good pressure again.
That was near disaster.
Oh, yeah. Would have been all kinds of bad. Just would have been all kinds of bad. But in this case, it is an incomplete pass, and threw it to the feet of, at one time, a blocker there in Sean Green. The backs for the Cougars on that set was Trenton Sip and was Sean Green, and also was Tate Jacobson. Now, to note, Tristan Triplett out with a concussion situation, so he not available for the Cougars here tonight. Notice that there in the warm-ups. One of the rotation. They got about 7 guys that line up in the backfield at some point here this season. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left on 2nd and goal at the 5 for the Cougars. Markison will be in the shotgun. Minute 35 to play in the first half. Back to pass, a pump fake, firing a pass, trying to get real gutsy over the middle, trying to find Mason Larson that time. It's knocked away by the defense, incomplete.
And McCraven got open a little bit later there. It was, but definitely saw that read first to Mason.
Mm-hmm. Looking over the middle, trying to find it, had a very small window, and delivered it in the area where it could have been a catch, but credit to the Rebels defense to knock that one away.
Cougars have been running some more stacks and crossing routes since I've last seen them.
Yeah, in 1 week, the last week they did so much in the passing game in that first half, and a lot of it was north and south routes, but tonight, yes, a lot of crossing. Really adding wrinkles to their passing game. 3rd and goal at the 5 for the Cougars. 3 backs, firing to the back of the end zone. They're going. They throw it up, back corner. The pass is caught by the Cougars, and it's a touchdown for Cameron Spaeth. 5-yard touchdown for Cameron. That is his 6th receiving touchdown of the season, and the Cougars have a lead with 1:25 to play in the first half.
Really tough play to defend, that back shoulder throw.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And for Cameron, that is his 4th catch here in the first half and a touchdown. This caps off another point-off turnover, and a 6-play drive for the Cougars, 15 yards, ends in a score here in the second quarter with 1:25 to play before halftime. That was Markison to Spaeth. Said that a couple of times this year. 5-yard touchdown pass. Now the 2-point conversion for the Cougars. Markison throws, fires at the feet of the target. It is a 2-point conversion that is good. It was Spaeth again. Jared Brainerd's pumped up with Aiden Markison out there. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it's Ada-Borup-West 16, Red Lake County 8. Minute 25 to play in the first half on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Since 1981, Park Christian School has been educating the next generation of leaders in the Fargo, Moorhead, and West Fargo area. Park Christian's thoroughly Christian education and commitment to academic excellence has resulted in a confident tradition of student success. Students graduate from Park Christian School strong in their faith and well prepared for the rigors of college, career, and relationships. Call 218-236-0500 to schedule your visit or go online to parkchristianschool.org.
We're back here at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Look at those Wednesday night lights here on YourLiveEvent.com. The score, Ada-Borup-West 16, Red Lake County 8. Points off turnover. The Cougars have all 16 of their points coming off Red Lake County turnovers. A fumble and then an interception. The Cougars have scored off both. This time, a Markison to Spaeth, 5-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion pass is good, and it's 16-8. Ada-Borup-West with their first lead of the game. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson, Joe Lancello here tonight inside the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial broadcast booth, broadcasting live here tonight. Saving for retirement, planning for the future, or you have college in the future for those kids? Save with Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent Financial representative, both Ada and Ulen. Cougars lead it 16-8 after that 15-yard drive. Points off turnover. Trenton Sipp will have the ball teed up for the Cougars. And the Rebels are getting ready to receive the kick, heading to the south end zone as Erickson, and also deep back to return is John Powers. Sipp will tee it up. The left-footed kick is a squibber, and it takes a hop, and it's picked up by the Rebels. And it's down at the 35-yard line. On the return that time for Red Lake County was number 12, Ethan Majerus, as the sophomore goes ahead for a few, and it'll be first down and 10.
Austin McCraven with the tackle.
You know, he's a ball hawk, Mr. McCraven. Another good guy you want to have on special teams, I think.
Clutchest guy I know.
I would think so.
That's what the kids say.
That's what the kids say. Well, and you coach him on the baseball diamond, and he does a few things that are memorable there.
Puts the ball in play a lot.
He sure does. Ball on their own 32-yard line. Red Lake County with it. They have all 3 timeouts. Minute 22 to play in this first half of football. Quarterback Shervestedt is under center. He'll hand the ball off. This is Ferguson. And Ferguson will be tripped up at the 35-yard line and tackled by the Cougars there. Cougars, Wyatt Larson, a little slow to get up there, but they're going to mark him down officially at the 36. A gain of 4 on first down. 4 for Ferguson, the second leading rusher in the district this season. As he approaches 1,000 yards this year, they're going to send the Rebels, who have 2 receivers left side of the formation, 1 back, Ferguson. Shervestedt under center, tight end to the left. And now Shervestedt keeps it quarterback on the left side. And he is popped by Trenton Sipp. Holy cow. That's shoulder pad on shoulder pad action right there across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Gain of 11 for Shervestedt. Held onto the ball, first down, Rebels.
That could be an instructional video for him tackling.
Yeah, my favorite instructional video would be Fred McGriff, the crime dog.
Nice.
Tommy Mansky. Show me how to hit the ball. Defensive efforts from Emansky, too, is always impressive. Here's the handoff. Ferguson, first down. Lost the football! And it looks like the Cougars have recovered it again. And they did. Cameron Spaeth has the football. Another turnover. Ferguson lost the ball after a gain of 4, and a turnover is 3 consecutive turnovers by the Rebels.
And the Rebels keep moving the ball well offensively, and then they've just stalled out with these turnovers.
It's unfortunate. That is, coach has mentioned it in the game. Huge drive to start the game, touchdown, then a fumble, an interception, and a fumble. Cougars, 27 seconds to play. They throw the ball. They're at their own 47-yard line after a fumble recovery. Ada-Borup-West defense came into the game with 8 fumble recoveries on the year, 2 tonight, and their 5th interception of the season. From their own 47-yard line, First down and 10. Markison back to pass. Feels some pressure. He's got to get out of the way. He'll throw it away as he throws it over to the Red Lake County sideline. In fact, I think he got Mr. Visser. Visser's smiling. Great vision over there. Speaking of vision, Dr. Dave Solsing, Valley Vision Clinic, 218-784-4091. Got to focus up here. Final 22 seconds of this first half, and I see Bill Benson down there on the sideline smiling because anytime there's a 22 up on the scoreboard, he gets all fired up. And sure enough, didn't take much there to get him to smile a little bit. An incomplete pass by Markison brings up a second down and 10 at the 47-yard line of the Cougars, leading 16-8. Cougars still, I believe, have 2 timeouts. For sure have 1 timeout remaining. Second down and 10. They'll send receivers each way, 2 each to side of the field. And Fetting is in the backfield with Markison. And they'll fake the handoff on a draw. Now fire right side incomplete. In the area was going to be Charlie Shaw, but another incomplete pass. I don't know. They were trying with that fake draw that time, and now the Cougars will call a timeout with 17 seconds to play before halftime. Leading 16-8 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back with the remainder of the first half after this.
Performance Ag west of Borup is your full-service ag supplier from the ground up. They offer dry and liquid fertilizers to supply your soil and plant needs with a fully chelated iron product in both liquid and granular called Iron Shield. Performance Ag Borup also offers a full line of seed, corn, sugar beet, soybean, wheat, and cover crop. Plus, they have added the seed treater. See them for your seed treatment and inoculation needs. Performance Ag Borup. They don't want all the business, just yours.
Back out of the timeout from Freedom Fuel, Highway 9, Ada. Fastest pumps in town, gas and diesel fuel at the pumps. Car wash and pet wash, Dave. Even a pet wash for you. And you get a treat at the end of that thing, too. At Freedom Fuel in Ada. It's 16-8. 17 seconds to play first half. Ada-Borup-West leading Red Lake County. They've scored all 16 off turnovers, and now after another turnover by Red Lake County, the Cougars have it at the 47-yard line, a third down and 10. As they come out of the timeout, they'll have Fetting in the backfield. 3 receivers bunched to the right of the formation. Back to pass, Markison. He rolls, bootleg, backwards. Now right side, has it. There's a wheel, and it's caught by Fetting. He'll cut back, and he's going to the end zone. 53-yard touchdown.
Fetting is tough to tackle in space. Nice move.
53 and a touchdown for Brennan Fetting. They drew it up, didn't they?
That was a little throwback play.
Yeah, so he faked in the backfield, and then he just kind of looped his way out and was alone in the flats and made the catch and one man to beat. He made him get beat, and they score. 22-8. Holy cow, the Cougars are on fire off turnovers.
And just take note that Nate McCraven is wearing buffalo plaid today.
There has to be somebody, and he is doing that.
It's weird that the coach that, you got the buffalo plaid, defense plays well. Nate McCraven. Love it.
How about that? That is a 53-yard touchdown pass. First receiving touchdown of the year for Fetting. Back to pass, going for 2. They run that same play. It's either going to be McCraven or Spaeth, and that time an incomplete pass. They were looking for McCraven. The 2-point fails. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it's 22-8. Ada-Borup-West leading Red Lake County on KRJB, yourliveevent.com.
R.J. Zavarol & Sons provides earth moving and construction to customers in the Red River Valley using proven practices and innovative technology together with hardworking, dependable employees and satisfied customers. Family values have always been the core of our business. Visit rjzavarol.com for more information on the services they provide and click career opportunities. Learn more about joining our team. 218-773-0586 and rjzavarol.com.
All right, we're back out of the timeout after the scoring play again. Ada-Borup-West scoring off of turnovers. 3 Rebel turnovers have resulted in 22 Cougar points on consecutive possessions, and certainly not the way that Red Lake County had hoped this half was going to go. But for the Cougars, I think you're going to have a pretty happy Paul Tingham here with our halftime comments coming up here, Mike.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be good news.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if he's going to have much bad to say. Let's see. We'll place a friendly wager if gaming was legal, as Burke would always say. I don't know if he could say bad. I'm not sure. And Coach Remick's going to be inspired coming out of the second half. I have a good feeling because the Rebels have moved the football. They just got to hold on to it.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of things right. It's just that
turnovers.
They are doing some things wrong here, too.
22 unanswered for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. They lead at 22-8. 7 seconds remain here in this second quarter. And Sip has it teed up. He will kick it away, and it's going to be a squib kick, and it's going to go down as they will jump on top of the football here at the 36-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10, Red Lake County, and what'll be likely the final play of the first half.
Luke Peterson was able to recover the kick.
Own 36, first down and 10, Red Lake County. We'll see what they have drawn up here. Dylan Miller's in the booth. My heavens, what a treat this is. But now a timeout. Now I see. Now what are we gonna do? Do I talk to Dylan Miller at halftime? What do we do, Mike? I don't know. She's in the booth. She's up here to say hi to Dave, I think.
Love it.
That's good. 7 seconds remain. First half of football, 22 unanswered. For Ada-Borup-West, as our timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada, Highway 9. The fastest pumps in town. Easy on, easy off for the big trucks and trailers. Freedom Fuel, gas and diesel fuel at the pump on Highway 9. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson here with the broadcast today. Joe Lancello as well, and Kay Lynn back in the studios at KRJB. 22 unanswered for the Cougars, and I think they're going to try to do a little prevent defense here, Mike.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it would. It sure would. We'll see.
It was a personnel reason for the timeout.
I think so. Rebels will come out. They'll come with their wishbone formation. Shervestedt under center. Final 7 seconds of the quarter. Hand it off, counter. Ferguson, nice blocks. Ferguson with a big collision as he brings himself across the 45 to midfield, and that's the end of the first half. And Mike, I'll let you track down Coach here. As did they give a timeout? No, it's halftime. So a run that's going to be Ferguson picking up 14 yards on the carry for Red Lake County, and that's our halftime now. So we're going to see if we can. Oh no, did they say timeout? What's happening? We got all kinds of stuff happening, Mike.
I think we have timeout.
Okay. It appears that there's a timeout on the field. And then now you got to tell everybody to get back from the concessions trip, and you got the football players in the one side of the end zone. You got flag football kids coming on the field. Everybody calm down, huh?
1 second left is what they're saying.
Okay, put 1 second on the clock there, Mr. Clock Guy. They got a timeout. Red Lake County called a timeout with 14 seconds to play. Is what they're saying. The officials are saying that, and everybody's getting situated. Cougars coaching staff's got guys going, and now coaches want an explanation. And so timeout is called. Now we've come to that conclusion. Okay. So now with 1 second to go.
Right. And now that there was a timeout, the Cougars want to have an opportunity to talk, even though there was that confusion.
Yes. Okay. So with the timeout, it's brought to you by Freedom Fuel, Highway 9 and Ada. They've got an opportunity too at Freedom Fuel, not only with the gas and diesel fuel, but also car wash, pet wash, and they have vending machines that are open 24 hours a day at Freedom Fuel, by the way. Vending machine options for you, too, if you're coming through town. 1 second left on the clock. And they mark him down at the 46-yard line. So actually they only give him 12 yards on the carry. I had him for 14, but they mark him down at the 30, or make it 47. So first down and 10. Red Lake County, got to give him a first down on my stat chart here. Got to make sure. We don't want to miss that. It's an important thing. 8 first downs in the first half, and now they'll split 2 receivers right and 1 back in the backfield. Shervestedt, the quarterback, turns, hands it off. Ferguson up the middle. He'll gash the Cougars with a stiff arm. Now he'll get by and be brought down. Looked like Marcuson actually on the tackle that time. Shervestedt will get up to the 38-yard line, so a nice run there. Going to be picking up, 12 and 4, make 16 on the play. Let's go down to our halftime coaches' comments as he's over here, Joe, to your left there. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union. Down on the field, Mike Erickson's got the head coach of Ada-Borup-West, Paul Tingham.
Coach Tingham, thoughts on the first half?
Pretty happy with it. First drive, they went down the field on us there. We got them in 3rd and 7, and they did around the little counter, got the first down. We jumped off sides, got them in 3rd and long again. They went and scored. So, they ran the ball well on us there, hit 1 pass, and after that first drive, we've kind of taken control. 2 turnovers are huge. We haven't turned it over, knock on wood. They got two turnovers, so that's big. And then, we capitalized on the big throwback there that we put in this week, trying to take advantage of some things, and it worked. And, we're happy. We get the ball start second half here, and we got to come out and score again, and then play defense rest of the game.
Sounds good. Good luck.
Hey, thank you.
That is Mike Erickson down on the field with the halftime coaches' comments with head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Paul Tingham. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union with 2 locations in Fargo, one in Detroit Lakes on Highway 10 and also another in Dilworth on Highway 10. UnitedSavingsCU.org. Learn more about becoming a member and unlocking the credit union difference today. We are coming up on the Halftime Report. The Halftime Report is brought to you by the Lindfors Agency. Lindfors, your insurance source. At the half, it's Ada-Borup-West 22 and Red Lake County 8 on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
West Main Pizza is adding new items on their list of sweet treats. Introducing Monkey Bread and Cinnamon Sugar Crisp Pizza. The Monkey Bread is a soft bread with cinnamon sugar and caramel baked and served in a skillet. The Cinnamon Sugar Crisp Pizza is topped with cinnamon sugar and a glazed drizzle. Available in 8, 12, or 16-inch pie sizes. Try these and the many other sweet treats from West Main Pizza. Call in your order at 784-3700. Take out or dine in at West Main Pizza.
It's halftime from the Lindfors Agency. Lindfors, your insurance source on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. LindforsAgency.com. Their halftime report. Halftime here at the Johnson Sports Complex, where we have the Ada-Borup-West Cougars leading the Red Lake County Rebels 22-8. As we recap the first half, Red Lake County on the first drive of the game scored. They had the football and go down the field 71 yards, and they do so in 9 plays. They scored a touchdown on a 4-yard Ferguson run. 7:40 to play first quarter. 2-point conversion good. Red Lake County 8-0. Cougars next drive. They go 7 plays down the field. Turn the ball over on downs. Red Lake County football. They go 8 plays into the second quarter, and they fumble the football. Cougars recover the ball and then turn that into a 13-play, 74-yard drive. Trenton Sipp a 2-yard touchdown run with 6:41 to play second quarter. 2-point pass was good. Tie game 8-8. Red Lake County football, 6 plays later, they throw an interception, and it was a pickoff that was done by one and only Charlie Shaw with an interception. The Cougars had 1st and 10 at the Red Lake County 15. It took 6 plays. They get in the end zone. This time, Marcuson hit Spaeth on a 5-yard touchdown pass back corner of the end zone. 16-8 after the 2-point conversion was good to Spaeth, and with 1:25 to play in the first half, the Cougars led it. The Rebels then on the next drive, 3 plays later, fumble the football. Cougars get it back. They get it at their own 47-yard line. 2 plays, then make it their 3rd play of the drive. Marcuson, with 7 seconds to play, hits Brennan Fetting on a flat pass that goes Fetting 53 yards down the sidelines for a touchdown. The two-point conversion failed, and the Cougars, with 7 seconds to play in the first half, led it 22-8. A couple of plays later, the clock runs out on Red Lake County in the first half. A couple of Ferguson runs and a couple of first downs. The score at halftime, 22-8, Ada-Borup-West leading Red Lake County. The halftime report from the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. We'll come back with the first half statistics, and we'll also have more post-game or more comments to the halftime coaches as well. We'll talk to Brian Remick, head coach of the Rebels, as the Cougars lead at 22-8 over Red Lake County. Halftime on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. They have the full line of Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger tractors. They have high-capacity claws combines. They are your new Brandt dealer. Visit with them for augers, grain carts, heavy harrows, and Brandt's new vertical tillage. Ziegler Ag Equipment has Bourgault chisel plows, and they are your Amity beet equipment dealer. They have on the lot a new Wilrich 51-foot chisel plow. Call 218-784-2961. Talk with Chuck or Neil for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, 218-784-2961.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
It's halftime as the flag footballers are playing here at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada on YourLiveEvent.com and on 106.5 KRJB. The Linfors Agency halftime report. Let's run down our first half statistics. By the way, halftime score, New York Mills leads Mahnomen-Waubun at halftime, 14-8. That game happening on YourLiveEvent.com and on Gold 101.5 KRJM here this evening. It's right here, Ada-Borup-West, 22-8 over Red Lake County. And if New York Mills knocks off Mahnomen-Waubun, that'd be the Thunderbirds' only loss on the season. See if they can put something together in the second half. That's a matchup of two top 10 teams ranked this week in the AP poll in Class A football in Minnesota. First half for the Red Lake County Rebels, unofficial stats, my numbers that I've got here today. Owen Schervstedt is 2 for 3 through the air, 23 yards and an interception. Damon Ferguson on the ground, 13 carries, 68 yards and a touchdown. Brock Seeger, 7 carries for 46 yards, and Schervstedt had 5 carries, 26 yards in the first half. Gerald Moline, a 12-yard catch, and Seeger with an 11-yard catch in the first half. Rebels, 23 passing, 140 rushing yards for 163 total yards of offense in the first half, but 3 turnovers in the first half. And 9 first downs, 1 penalty for Red Lake County. Ada-Borup-West has no turnovers. They've been penalized twice, and they have 7 first downs in the football game, but they have 3 takeaways. Aiden Markuson in the first half. He had 16 pass attempts last week against Underwood. Tonight, 16 pass attempts again. He has 8 of 16 in the first half for a touchdown and, 2 touchdowns. Write this down, 2 touchdowns and 138 yards passing. The Cougars have Trenton Sipp with a carry for 2 yards and a score. You have our Aiden Markison with 7 carries, 23 yards. Sean Green has a carry for 2. Brennan Fetting 1 carry, 4 yards to the negative, and Cameron Spaeth has a carry for 2 yards. Spaeth has, that's the only thing I didn't add up here, receiving yards. So let's do some math here, and by that I mean let's use the calculator. We've got 27 and 25. Got Cameron Spaeth, 4 catches, 57 yards, and a touchdown receiving. Charlie Shaw, 1 catch for 6 yards in the first half. Mason Larson, 1 catch for 5. You have McCraven, 1 catch for 14 yards, and Fetting, 1 catch, 53, and a touchdown. Cougars 25 rushing yards, 138 passing for 163 yards of offense in the first half. Those are your first half stats. Statistics here brought to you by Christian Motors, ChristianCarsOnline.com, Christian Motors of Fertile. As your family of Christian vehicles, making it easy for you, it's Christian Motors and ChristianCarsOnline.com. Halftime here is brought to you by the Linfors Agency. They're going to put a couple minutes up on the clock. Mike Erickson's going to try to track down the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels here at halftime. As our halftime coach's comments from United Savings Credit Union. We'll get to those in just a moment on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community. One that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a local golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities, there hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Okay.
All right, we're back here. The Linfors Agency halftime report. Halftime coaches' comments down on the field. Mike Erickson with the head coach of Red Lake County football, Brian Remick.
Coach Remick, thoughts on the first half?
Can't have 3 turnovers. You give them 3 turnovers and scores off of it, can't do it.
And, yeah, I'm with you there because it seems like offensively you're moving the ball well until, unfortunately, those turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, you're up 8-0, you're driving down, you turn the ball over, they score, and you throw a pick and give them a short field, and then – you know, you get another one there before half. You can't turn the ball over.
Right, and I think you're going to find out what you're made of here. I'm sure the halftime conversation was basically on the lines of don't give up, put it all out there, and we'll see what happens.
No, we're going to find out what kind of character we have. We're going to wag our tails here and tuck it in and go home, or are we going to have a little bit of fight? We're going to find out here.
All right, good luck to you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
That's Brian Remick, head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels here at halftime. The halftime report. Post-air halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union. Find USCU in Detroit Lakes, Fargo, and Dilworth. Become a member today. Discover the many benefits that you'll have as a member of United Savings Credit Union, UnitedSavingsCU.org. And our halftime report from the Linfors Agency, LinforsAgency.com. Mike Erickson down on the field, Joe Lancello in the booth with me, Kevin Kochman, and Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB. As we get ready for the second half of football, Mike, I know that Coach Remick said it, tale of 2 halves now. How are the Rebels going to respond? The Cougars will get the football to start the second half, and, defensively for the Rebels, if they can make a stop, that's got to be your first point of attack here. The defense needs to make a stop right out of the gates.
Yeah, the momentum part of the game is going to be huge here. The Rebels certainly need a spark.
Second half of football ready to come, and we'll get that to you in just a moment here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at ChristianMotors.com or ChristianCarsOnline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
We're ready for third quarter football here on KRJB, YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman and Mike Erickson ready to bring you the action from Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Regular season finale. Cougars lead at 22-8. New York Mills leads Mahnomen Waban at halftime 14-8. Thunderbirds are unbeaten on the season. That's a dandy football game over on YourLiveEvent.com as well. You find that stream and also catch it on Gold 101.5 KRJM with the action. I was just going to pull up the weather. Mike, is it getting a little cool down there on the sidelines?
It's quite comfortable. It's really great football weather, especially for Week 8.
Well, 47 degrees. It's only dropped 1 degree here this evening, and the wind out of the northeast is at 1 whole mile an hour. Thank heavens we had that killing frost the other night and knocked down those mosquitoes, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I'm ready for football. Second half is about ready to begin. Ada-Borup-West in Red Lake County. Back deep for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars to receive the kick as they won the toss and deferred. They'll get the ball here in the second half. It is Spaeth, deep back, McCraven, and Brennan Fetting. And the kick is going to go to Cameron Spaeth, who's going to pick it up, and he'll fall at the 23-yard line. That did not go the way that Cameron Spaeth had imagined it.
No, a little different rule there compared to the Sunday game.
Yep. Yeah, you put that knee on the turf, it doesn't matter if you've been touched or not. You're down. It's the way she goes. So put the ball at the 20, I think, 23 is where they're going to spot it. And the third quarter is underway with Ada-Borup-West having the ball. Their own 23. This will be their worst starting field position of the football game. Cougars will come out. Quarterback Aiden Markison leading the Cougars out of the huddle. And he'll be in the pistol formation. 2 receivers each direction. 1 back in the backfield is Fetting. Fake the handoff and roll. Wyatt Larson in the flats. He'll make the catch. Larson cuts it upfield. 40-yard line. Gets a block, but he's brought down from behind. Touchdown saving tackle possibly there by Seeger as they'll mark him down at the 44-yard line. A nice run and going 21 yards through the air on first down.
Nice little play design. A little play action to start off and got Larson open in the flats.
For the Cougars, that is the 6th receiver making a catch here in the game. That's something else, too. 8th first down of the football game for Ada-Borup-West. Cougars will break the huddle from their own 43-yard line. It actually is going to be a 20-yard connection when you break it all down. Got to be correct. That extra yard means a lot, you know. Back to pass. Markison on first down. Feels the pressure. Will throw in the flats, and it is hauled in. They're going to say it's caught at the 45-yard line, just 2 yards. Cameron Spaeth going to hold on to it and make a catch. That's a nice little 2-3 yard gain there.
And Ferguson delivered a hit on Markison.
Well, that's going to be another story because we've seen Red Lake County come with pressure, and they need to establish some of that excitement too. So with that being said, the 2-yard completion to Cameron Spaeth brings up 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 45, just past the 45-yard line. Cougars will break the huddle. And Ada-Borup-West has been coming out with 1-back sets, and now they're going to bunch 3 receivers left side. And a tight end to the right side of the formation is Shaw. Pitch left. This is Fetting. He cuts it upfield, but nowhere to go. The Rebels swarming to the football. There's 4 Rebels, and there are some big bodies up front making the tackle. Jackson Heffer on that right side, or Hofer that is, makes the stop. Big boy at 230 pounds, 6'3", and Brendan Fetting is not that big, Mike.
No, he's not. He's one of those thin, wiry, fast kids, and Brock Seeger was the first one to grab onto his ankle, and then the Red Lake County Company came after that.
That's right. So no gain for Fetting on the play. Just his 2nd carry of the football game. But again, the Cougars offense not an offense dominated by running this season. They'll split receivers out now 2 to the left side of the formation and bunch 3 to the right. Empty backfield. Markison back to pass on 3rd and 8. He'll roll to the right in trouble. Takes a hit. Throws it deep. Has a man. It's caught by Spaeth. Gets away from a defender. Touchdown. He walks it in.
And Austin Dryden played a big part in that. He had a big task of blocking Jared Molina, and he kept him out of Markison's face so he could make the play.
Spaeth had to stop and wait for it. 55 yards through the air, and he made one man miss, and he's in the end zone for a score. And that's how the Cougars wanted to start the second half, with a big, big touchdown. And this a 3rd down conversion, too, Mike, to kind of put a little bow on top with 9:37 to play 3rd quarter. Markison, his 3rd passing touchdown tonight. And now the Cougars leading 28-8 will go for 2. Markison fires over the middle. 2-point conversion is caught by Mason Larson. And the score on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West 30, Red Lake County 8 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Third quarter, Ada-Borup-West 30, Red Lake County 8. After the Cougars open the second half with a drive that goes 4 plays and 67 yards, a 55-yard touchdown pass, Markison to Spaeth, and the 2-point pass good, 30-8, Ada-Borup-West. And that's the exact way that the Cougars wanted to start the second half, by putting another point up. And Rebels going to have to come out offensively. And ultimately, Mike, they just got to find a way to get this drive to the end zone.
And there's a lot of football game left. I wouldn't count them out, but they do have a big task ahead of them.
Yeah, the momentum is all but gone, so you have to do everything you can to find a way to make it your own now. And, yes, you're not going to get it all back on one drive. So do your jobs, make it happen, and go from there. But, wow, 30-8, Cougars opening it up and going through the air again. Markison has 9 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks through the air. 6 last week, 3 tonight. And the Cougars lead it 30-8 after the 2-point conversion. Sip will kick it away. And this is an end-over-end kick that will end up picked up by the Rebels at the 28-yard line. And there's 1, 2, 3 Cougars special teamers bringing down the return man at the 32-yard line. On the return that time was Connor Duden, one of the freshmen for this Red Lake County Rebel football team. Rebels' first touch of the football in the second half. They'll begin the drive on their own 32-yard line. In my thoughts and preparation for tonight's football game, I did not see it becoming one-sided on the side of the Cougars. I didn't think that was necessarily going to be the way, so we'll see what Red Lake County has in store to start their second half with the football. 3 backs in the backfield. Shervestedt is the quarterback, under center. Turn and hand the ball off, second man through. There's their ball carrier named Damon Ferguson, the second leading rusher in the district. Spins off a 1, gets across the 35. They'll mark him at the 37-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down. Make it 14 carries now at 73 yards on the day for Ferguson as he approaches 1,000 yards on the season, coming in at 908 on the year. So he's approaching that number, which would be a great accomplishment for the Red Lake County Rebels as well. 2nd and 5 of the 37, 3 backs. Turn, second man. Nope, Shervestedt. Nope, it is a second man. Seeger lowers the boom. Cougars trying to poke the ball free, and they're doing everything they can to try to get the ball out of the hands of the Rebels. In this case, Seeger all the way to the 45-yard line of the Cougars and a first down.
Seeger was able to recover that, and it was a great run on his part, but I'm sure that made Brian Remick sweat a little bit.
Well, I would think so, even though the temperature's, 47 degrees. Yeah, I could see that happening. First down, he recovered it, 18 yards to the positive there for the ball carrier, Seeger that time. And now Shervestedt, 1st and 10 from the Cougar 45-yard line under center. They'll bark out the signals and movement in the backfield. That's going to be Ferguson, and a 5-yard penalty will be applied here to Red Lake County. So instead of 1st and 10, it's 1st and 15. Or wait. Did they say the Cougars moved?
They are saying that the Cougars moved first.
Okay, they say the Cougars moved it first, so not a penalty on the Red Lake County Rebels. It's a penalty on the Cougars, a 5-yard variety. So it's 1st and 5 now for Red Lake County.
Coach Tinjum's trying to get an explanation.
I'm not surprised. I didn't see myself. I had the binoculars on that time. 5-yard penalty attached to the Cougars. It's their 3rd of the game. 1st and 5 from the 40. Hand the ball off. Shervestedt gave this time to Ferguson. He moves the pile is what he does. Move the chains as well. Across the 35-yard line down to the 33. Going to be 7 yards for Damon Ferguson and a first down. Rebels with a first down. That is first down number 11 on the game. Ada-Borup-West leads it 30-8. 8:13 to play, third quarter. Rebels under center. First down and 10 from the 33. Shervestedt the quarterback, the 3 backs in the backfield. 2 tight ends are set. Middle of the hash. Back to pass. Shervestedt looking. Has receivers. Fires one deep. Pass is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. It's Austin McCraven picking off the pass. And for McCraven, that's interception number 2 on the season. He went up at the highest point and brought it down.
He had Moline open, but unfortunately the ball was underthrown, giving McCraven a chance for the interception.
So here in the third quarter, and that's McCraven with an interception. That is the 4th turnover by Red Lake County. And outside of the end of half possession, the last 4 times the Rebels have had the ball, they've turned it over. And right now, that's the story of the football game, as Ada-Borup-West will have it. A 1st down and 10, and they'll be deep in their own territory, back inside the 10. Looks like the 7-yard line, where it'll be the worst starting field position for the Cougars, but I don't think they really care right now.
No, and you know what I care about? It's Nate McCraven's Buffalo Plaid. You can't tell me it's not making something happen here.
You are electric. Fantastic. Got 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Cougars have a tight end left to Shaw. Back to pass, feeling the pressure. Markison throws it to Spaeth low as he was feeling the pressure again. Moline was in his face. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 2nd down. You know, the thing that gets me is Markison and McCraven. The two names. And then they get in my little dome up here, you know, and those 2 to spit them out. I don't know why, but that one's been tough for me here so far. Marcus and McCraven, if they're both kind of in the same area, then all of a sudden I get the you know, when I'm getting ready for it.
It's the M&M boys.
It's the M&M boys. Look at that. Have we coined something new?
I wouldn't say that's new.
Okay.
Think of the 2007 Twins.
I mean, well, yeah, but new for the Cougars. The 2022 Cougars, maybe a new coined phrase? Do I have to put a copyright on this, Mike? Are you going to go capitalize off this thing?
You can.
Oh, you've opened it up. Okay, great. We'll see what happens. How does the NIL come in here? Here's a handoff on 2nd down and 10. They give it to Fetting. Rebels are going to try to strip the ball a little bit. Fetting gives the Cougars a little more breathing room near a 1st down to the 14. He's going to pick up about 7, 3rd down and 3.
Kevin, I think you have to go to college to get NIL.
Well, wasn't there a thing from the high school league that says there's an adoption of a thing?
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, maybe.
We didn't want to go there. LeBron's kid has one, but that's in California, so I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Should be a college thing. We'll let them both go to college. Fair enough. 7:15 to play 3rd quarter. Cougars 30, Rebels 8. After an interception by Austin McCraven, Aiden Markison is under center for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars on a 3rd down and 3. Quarterback, there it happens again. Markison up the middle. He goes and calls it. And he calls his own number to the 16, 17. It's going to be very close to a 1st down based on the markings here. Does this mean we have to get the chains out again?
I sure hope so.
I do too. Look at it.
Yes.
Official timeout. All right, Joe, this is on you. YourLiveEvent.com, the opportunity to catch the effort again and the action. Nick Gwynn and Mr. Fetting, Peter Fetting, they both have to do it. They looked at each other like, we got to do this again?
They're earning their money tonight.
Meanwhile, look at Stonewall Dave he's locked in over there, you know. Dave Solsing's just saying, nope, let's see if our guys did it right. Stretch the chain's going to be short. Going to be shorter by about 4 inches. So it'll be 4th down and inches upcoming for Ada-Borup-West offensively. Great effort by the camera work here. Joe's got that. Nice work, Joe.
Nice. Yeah. Caught all those great mechanics from the referee.
Look, referee mechanics number 1. And again, our white hat tonight is Randy Olson out of the Otter Tail Association. Fantastic work thus far. And I can't be a judge of it anyways. I'm not a certified official. But then you have, the chain gang twice tonight. Twice.
What a treat.
Measurements, I'm saying. So it'll be 4th and inches for the Cougars. Are they going to go for a quarterback sneak again after a Markison 2-yard gain? Markison's under center. Quarterback sneak needs 4 inches. He's got to push. He's got more than that. He's got a couple of yards and a 1st down for the Cougars. They are 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions tonight.
The line play has shifted a bit. I would say at the beginning of the game, Red Lake County was dominating the line, controlling the line, and you can see on these last couple plays, Ada-Borup-West has taken control.
Yeah, they're bringing a lot of energy and a lot of effort. And, high-performance plays, they've been bringing it here tonight. High-performance plays out on the field brought to you by Performance Ag Borup. For high performance in your farming operation, Performance Ag of Borup. Wishing you a safe and successful harvest out there. 30-8, Ada-Borup-West leading Red Lake County. A 1st down for the Cougars at their own 19-yard line. 6:08 to play 3rd quarter. Clock running. Cougars will set down the troops. Markison from the shotgun, empty backfield. First down, he'll fire a pass. Going over the middle, it's intercepted. Shervestedt picks it off for the Red Lake County Rebels. Shervestedt goes down at about the 30-yard line, and there's the first turnover of the game for the Cougars.
That could be the spark the Rebels need.
First interception of the game, first turnover of the game for the Cougars, and for Markison, that's his third interception on the season. Comes in the third quarter, and it was Shervestedt with the pick. So, Owen Shervestedt, fourth turnover this season. He's been on the side of 3 fumble recoveries for the Rebels and now an interception for his statistics defensively. So the Cougars on the 5th play of the drive, INT, Rebel ball at the Ada-Borup-West 30-yard line. First down and 10 and a dive up the middle for the Rebels. They'll punch it forward to the 26-yard line, and a quick gainer that time for the Red Lake County Rebels on the play. That's going to be running back Ferguson. He'll gain 4 on first down. Best starting field position of the game for the Rebels as well. So Ferguson with 4 yards and 2nd and 6 upcoming for Red Lake County. 5:25 to play third quarter. Cougars leading at 30-8. Rebels will come out on a 2nd down and 6. Shervestedt, the quarterback, pitch left side. Ferguson spins and brought down as it's going to be Spaeth and also looks like Kritzberger out there. Mike, do you know Kritzberger was wearing a face mask in warm-ups? He doesn't appear to be wearing one anymore.
No, I think he smartened up and realized it was well above freezing.
Yes. In fact, 45 degrees at last check here at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. On that carry, Ferguson no gain, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Cougars. 4:50 to play third quarter. 3rd down and 6 for the Rebels, that is. Rebels under center Shervestedt, 3 backs in the backfield, same formation they like to go with. Back to pass Shervestedt. He'll fire right side, looking, toe of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. There was a little bit of pushing, a little bit of moving. Ball was overthrown. Nobody able to make the catch as the intended target was Moline, 4th down.
And it's looking like sideline was looking for an explanation there.
Okay. Incomplete pass. And 4th down upcoming for the Rebels. Red Lake County trying for a 4th down conversion now to stretch this drive. 4:35 to play third quarter, trailing 30-8, trying to capitalize off the interception from Shervestedt on defense. Back to pass Shervestedt. Left side looking, nowhere to go. Now we'll tuck and run, but he is popped and hit hard by the defense of the Cougars, and coming in, putting pad on pad and helmet on shoulder pad there, was a hit by Lance Kritzberger.
Lance lost his feet on that play and was able to recover and make the tackle.
There was a moment there that it looked like maybe the Cougars were going to be in trouble, but a little recovery there by the defense and a big defensive stop. Shervestedt got a yard, needed 6, and it's a turnover on downs. So the turnover by the Ada-Borup-West Cougars did not impact them. They get the ball back in about the same area. They'll be at their own 25-yard line, 1st down and 10. See how they respond after the turnover. Defensively, they got to stop. Cougars will come out 1st down and 10. Ball at their own 25, 4:29 to play in this third quarter, leading 30-8 over the Red Lake County Rebels on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Turn and hand the ball off. This is Trenton Sipp up the middle. Sipp has a block. Sipp down the sidelines into Rebel territory. He's
Flag
across.
on the play.
That's going to be a block in the back, isn't there? I have a feeling it's going to be a block in the back. Now, Cameron Spaeth was out lead blocking on that right side, and I think we're going to get a block in the back. He caught himself a little bit, but I believe we're going to get a block in the back. It's marked at the 50, or a hold. Hold on the Cougars is what it is. Hold towards the middle of the field. So I didn't think if they would have called Spaeth for that block in the back, my thought would have been, okay, yeah, I could have seen it, but a hold was more visible there in the middle. So the big play by Sipp, they walk it back from the 50, so 10-yard penalty there. So Sipp actually going to still get some yardage there, 15 yards, instead of a big run. They get to the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st down after the penalty. So still some positivity on it, but big play stopped. How's that sound, Mike?
Sounds accurate.
Okay. Try to do my best to explain that one. And they still get penalized. Okay, all that being said, ball is at the Cougar 40. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in this third quarter, and it's 30-8 in favor of Ada-Borup-West.
You're going to be a certified official in future years if you keep talking like that.
Well, we talked to Mike Grimm, radio voice of the Golden Gophers football and basketball each week, and he sounds like he's a certified official every game he broadcasts. So I'm trying my best. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Cougars, and on first down they give the sip again. They say, "Hey, do this again," and the downfield blockers just let him go this time. Gets a first down across midfield. Sip, same play, kind of just a quick dive off that right side, and Sip gets to the 47. That's a 13-yard gain and a first down.
It's interesting the styles of play have somewhat flipped here. Now the Cougars are going on the ground game, and the Rebels have been urgently trying to pass the ball down the field.
You're right. It is just the way that the time, situation in the field, all that kind of ties into it, and the Cougars are proving that they can run the ball a little bit too. They have not done this very much at all this season, and they're getting some power game now against a very good defense in Red Lake County that averaged allowing only 8.9 points per game this season. The Cougars have 30, and there is 3:27 to play third quarter. Cougars now running clock down as well. Markison in the pistol, turns and gives again. Sip up the middle this time. He trips forward where he's brought down by the Rebels. He'll get across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Gain of 4 on first down. I'm amazed at just the speed, Mike, of Dave Solsing on the other side. He's in charge of the marker, right? He's got the marker stick, and I'm amazed at how fast he gets that 4 yards. He was up there quickly to the line of scrimmage and second down and 6. He's a seasoned vet across the way running the chains.
Even more impressive is his precision.
Very precise. Yeah, he sets it down. He knows where to put that marker down. And then, you got Bruce Visser over there, too, who's just, it's his crew. He's in charge of the guys watching over him, and he'll move the little orange marker. It's important stuff. Hand it off to Sip. Sip left side, zigzags his way through the defense. Sip across the 30-yard line, and he'll be actually stopped at the 30. I think they'll mark him down right at the 30-yard line, which means it's a 13-yard gain. Oh, yep, 30-yard line it is. A first down for Sip and the Cougars. Trenton Sip, big first down run again for the Cougars as the Rebels getting pushed around here by the Cougars a little bit from the offensive line with 2:07 to play third quarter.
Line plays doing a nice job.
Yeah, they are. They're playing real tough right now for the Cougars. And the Rebels are, like Coach Remick said, we're going to learn a lot about the squad right now and how we're going to find a way, and they're going to need to dig deeper as we get deeper in the third quarter. Handoff again to Sip. Some pressure that time by the Rebel defense. They stop Sip in the backfield. Host of Rebels there in pursuit, including for the Red Lake County Rebels, 64 Matt Renner coming in, one of the senior defensive linemen making the stop that time. A loss on the play, 2nd and 11 after the loss of 1. So, Ada-Borup-West ticking the clock down. That was the 5th play of this drive, and are now facing a 2nd and 11 from their Rebel 31. Minute 15 to play in this third quarter. Leading 30-8, Cougars scoring on a 55-yard touchdown pass. Markison to Spaeth here in the third quarter. That's the lone score in the second half.
Markison keeps his eye on the back judge here. He starts counting now.
Inside a minute to go. Fake the handoff, back to pass. Markison throws again to the end zone. Cameron Spaeth bobbles it and catches it. That's incredible. Touchdown Cougars. Through double coverage, ball is bobbled and scored.
That's one of those plays where everything is just going the red team's way.
31-yard touchdown pass to Cameron Spaeth. That is his 3rd score of the football game. And the Cougars have opened it up 36-8 over Red Lake County.
36 unanswered points.
That is correct. 49 seconds to play in this third quarter. Markison to Spaeth. And when the ball is bobbled, it's one thing, right? Because you got to now all of a sudden adjust, and they're going to try the extra point. Spaeth will hold. Jacobson's kick is up, and his first extra point kick attempt tonight is no good, wide to the left. The PAT fails on the Community Co-op scoreboard. It's 36-8. Ada-Borup-West leading Red Lake County on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Bruce Visser's with us from Visser Grading. Bruce, we want to get out information and safety reminders during this harvest season. What do you have?
When you're doing your corn and your sugar beets and these fall crops, if the roads need a little extra attention, give me a call, 218-415-0191, and we can come out, get the roads back in shape.
We just want to wish everybody a safe harvest season as well, don't we?
Absolutely. This is a stressful time of the year, and we just want everybody to be safe out there.
Visser Grading, phone number again is?
218-415-0191.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger, Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Nedham, Nedham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149, Nedham Seeds Caledonia.
36-8, Ada-Borup-West, 36 unanswered points, leading Red Lake County in the final 49 seconds of the third quarter. Cougars will have Trenton Sipp tee this ball up and will kick it away here in this third quarter, as Cougars will send it to the south end zone, leading Red Lake County following the Aiden Markison to Cameron Spade 31-yard touchdown pass. Bottling catch in the end zone. Red Lake County will return the kick. Majors will work his way across the 30-35 up to the 36-yard line. First down and 10 upcoming for the Red Lake County Rebels as they begin the drive here in the third quarter. Ada-Borup-West has scored 36 unanswered points, and Mike, you said it, it's kind of just everything just going the way of the Cougars right now.
Yeah, and they're playing well. I mean, you got to give the Cougars credit in that part, and the Rebels are no slouch. They've moved the ball pretty well. They've just unfortunately turned the ball over so much.
Yep, the turnovers have been the key here tonight. And now with 44 seconds to play in the third quarter, Rebels with the ball. Shervestead under center, 3 backs to the backfield, turn and hand it off. This time they give. And on that right side, a run goes to Damon Ferguson, who chugs his way across the 40-yard line, and they'll mark him down at the 44. It'll be 8 yards gained by Damon Ferguson on first down. You know, the thing about it, we talked about what this means as the drive started on their own 36. What this means tonight is a regular season, a seeding. 2 or 3 seed basically is what it's played for tonight in Section 8A, which doesn't guarantee a meeting in the second round. You got to win their first round games, but it would be a second round game potential against one another again, and then the home team would be decided by this game, potentially looking at the long term. Right there's a handoff. Seeger, he is trucked to the ground by the Cougar defense after a gain of 1 to the 45. It'll be 3rd down and a yard upcoming.
There's a Rebel player down on the play.
And that's the running back, Seeger. He was thrown to the ground pretty hard by the Cougar defense, and we've got Seeger slow to get up. Coach Tingham is out there, and Jordan Krieger is out there as well. And now here comes Coach Remick to the sideline to help Seeger to the sideline. And we'll see Cougars trainer Krieger coming across the field there. Seeger with a run and hits the ground hard. And now no time left on the clock. I believe the third quarter has come to a close. The Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Or is this going to be just a timeout here? I'm not sure what. I've not seen an official ruling yet down the field there, Mike, what they're going to do.
I think it's the end of the quarter.
I think so, too. And they are going to move the football, it appears.
Yeah, they're in their books looking up all their stuff. So
okay. Third quarter complete on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West 36, Red Lake County 8, KRJB, and yourliveevent.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
We get ready with the fourth quarter of a football here on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. 36-8 is the score. There it goes. Now we're all square. I don't think he did anything wrong there, Joe. I think it just was technology not liking us for a second. We're good, though. Back here on KRJB and your live event. 36-8, it is Ada-Borup-West leading Red Lake County to start the fourth quarter of football. And the Rebels will hand the ball off on first down. Third down and 1 is what it was, and they give Erickson his first carry of the football game. Carson Erickson will get the handoff, and he will plunge forward. Get his way to the 48-yard line. He gets 3 and a first down. Needed 1, got 3. Fourth quarter underway. Cougars lead at 36-8. Kevin Kochman, Mike Erickson with you. Joe Lancello here as well on yourliveevent.com. And Kaylin back in the studios, KRJB and Ada with our broadcast tonight. Rebels first down, and Shervestedt calls it on first down and 10. The handoff goes. Ferguson carrying with him a few Cougars as he'll make his way up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 7 on first down for Damon Ferguson of the Rebels.
He's a tough guy to tackle.
Yeah, he is. He's just a brute out there, and him and Seeger both just built well. Good-sized linebackers, good-sized running backs. Brock Seeger, the sophomore who went out the injury a moment ago, the sophomore 5'11", 180, and Damon Ferguson 5'10", 180 as a senior. They're both in the backfield. Quarterback Shervestedt is under center. 2nd and 3 from the Cougar 45-yard line. Turn and hand the ball off. Seeger left side, and he is hit helmet to helmet there. It was not a malicious hit, but it was Kritzberger coming in, and they popped face masks there. No flags. Everybody seems to be okay, but they made a big collision there with the helmets that time.
Yeah, Kritzberger's a tall kid, and when the timing's not right, his face mask is the same level as the other guys.
Yeah, they popped each other. They were not a malicious thing, and the official was right on top of it. Would have called it if it was. To the 47, it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Good defensive play as Seeger was hit, and it is third down for Red Lake County upcoming. So 3rd down and 5 it is. Turn, fake the handoff. Shervestedt gets the Cougar defense in the air and will keep it. First down and more inside the 35, and they'll mark him down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 15 on the play.
Nice run on the Rebels' part.
Yes, very nice play, and a pump fake there by Shervestedt opened it up too, Mike. He was rolling to his right there, and a pump fake got the guys jumping.
Yeah, Charlie Shaw, and that's a little bit of that basketball instinct, I think.
Well, yeah, you want to knock it down if you can, right?
He's just an incredible defender in basketball.
1st and 10 after the 15-yard run by Shervestedt, and their 12th first down of the game for Red Lake County. 10 minutes to play in the game. 36-8, Ada-Borup-West leading. Shervestedt under center. He'll turn and give it to the second man through. That's going to be Ferguson. He's upended. Ferguson will work his way across the 30-yard line and up to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 7, maybe the 24, they'll say. They'll officially mark him at the 24-yard line there. So a gain of 8, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some of the Cougar coaches were hoping for a hold on that play, and I saw what they saw, but the officials deemed that it was not big enough to be a hold.
2nd down and 2, ball at the 24-yard line, and quarterback Shervestedt under center. Rebels are working their way into the Cougar red zone area. Under center, fake to Erickson. They give second man. Seeger goes into the outstretched arms of the Ada-Borup-West defense. And in on the stop for the Cougars that time was 71, Alexander Bourne, working his way in. Some rotational guys on that defensive line. Bourne makes the stop. No gain, 3rd and 2.
Alex Bourne did a nice job of blowing up that play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 2 for Red Lake County. Rebels will come out offensively here. 3rd down. Ball at the 24. And let's see here. They're going to have wings set and a blitz coming for the Cougars. Shervestedt, the quarterback, he'll just keep it himself, and he's going to be close to a first down. Yes, he will. They'll get him to the 21. That's a 3-yard gain and a first down for Shervestedt. 3-yard gain on the play, and for the Rebels, it's first down number 13 in the football game.
And this isn't any surprise from the Rebel offense. They've moved the ball very well throughout the game. And they're hoping, obviously, to hit pay dirt this time.
A bit of what you, like you say, a bit of what you expected from Red Lake County throughout the night. Those the turnovers were the key factor in this one. Turnovers were the struggling point here tonight. First down and 10 at the 21 of the Cougars. 8:10 to play in the game. 36-8, Cougars leading the Rebels. Red Lake County comes out, fresh set of downs. Near side hash, back to pass, Shervestedt in trouble, and he goes down. Sack of the quarterback made by Ada-Borup-West, and it's Wyatt Larson with the stop. 2 weeks ago, he was a defensive back. This week, as a defensive end, gets his first sack of the season. Wyatt Larson brings down Shervestead, and a loss, that time of 9 yards.
He went nearly untouched all the way there.
Just a great defensive play there by Larson. Came off the edge and did his job, sacking the quarterback. And Larson gets that sack. It'll be now second down and a long way to go. Second down and 19 from the 30-yard line. 7:24 to play in the ball game. Rebels break the huddle as they'll go 2 receivers, far side of the formation. 1 back in the backfield is Ferguson. Hand the ball off Ferguson. He bounces off 1, then he's tackled by the Cougars as the pile moves ahead to the 26. Gaining 4 yards back is Damon Ferguson. Still third down and long for Red Lake County. Well, for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, you got to think they're pleased with the positive energy they're getting here tonight. They want to knock on wood, make sure everybody stays healthy, but they utilized turnovers, and they took advantage of it, from the standpoint of points off turnovers, and now 36 unanswered after trailing 8-0 to start. Coach has got to be pleased with the team effort as they're playing some of the best football right now. Perfect timing. Get that in before the playoffs. Back to pass on 3rd down and 15. Firing over the middle, Shervestead passes incomplete. He was looking for Seeger kind of over the middle, and Seeger was there, was open. Ball was thrown just a little high, and it is 4th down.
In pregame, Coach Tinja mentioned that, you have a challenging game at the end. That can be kind of a tough deal, but on the flip side, if you play super well, that can be really good momentum going into the playoffs.
Absolutely, and, they've had some good – they were really challenged. When we went up to Warroad 2 weeks ago with the Cougars, they were really challenged down at halftime. And, how were they going to respond? Because they were getting their butts kicked a little bit, and they came out and had a whale of a second half. And then last week, whale of a first half against Underwood and a wild fourth quarter, but they hang on as a sack is made on 4th down. Backside, Charles Shaw makes the sack of the quarterback. Shaw with an interception and a sack defensively tonight. The Cougars turn over the Rebels on downs. It'll be a 1st and 10 Ada-Borup-West from the 33-yard line.
I'm going to say it again, Buffalo Plaid.
Well, you've committed.
I've committed.
You've made it count. A loss of 7 and a Charlie Shaw sack of the quarterback.
Special K and Nate McCraven just shared a pretty sweet high five here. They're scheming things up here. They got the Cougar boys playing well.
I thought you were going to say they shared an embrace, which really would have made it all that much better with the Buffalo Plaid night. But
well, I wouldn't be surprised by that either.
1st and 10 from the 33. The Cougars out offensively. They're going with the full house backfield, the diamond set. They give to Green and nowhere to go. Tackle made by Mason Pollen. For the Red Lake County Rebels, Green stopped, no gain on the play. Green, nowhere to go that time, and it is 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. 6 minutes to play in the game, 36-8, Ada-Borup-West leading the Red Lake County Rebels. And stay around in our post-game report as we'll have coaches to join us, and we'll also talk to the seniors of Ada-Borup-West on senior night here tonight. That makes it easy for you, Mike. You just go down the line with the seniors.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah, I can't wait for the post-game report. 2nd and 10. They'll give inside on a counter handoff for the Cougars, and spinning down is the ball carrier that time, as the give was to Trent Sipp. Sipp spun to the 35. They'll get 2 yards, and it's 3rd down. Sipp is approaching the half-century mark on the ground, which would be one of the bigger rushing performances by a Cougar player this year. He came in as a leading rusher with 189 yards on the ground this season. 3rd down and 8 coming for the Cougars at their own 35. 5 minutes to play, running the clock off as they can here on this possession after the Rebels turned the ball over after a couple of sacks by the defense of the Cougars. Shaw and Larson. Cougars come out again, that full house backfield. Sometimes I refer to it as the diamond look. They'll pitch right side, Sean Green. He's looking for some blockers. He cuts it upfield. Green close to a 1st down, and he gets that extra effort. Sean Green should have a 1st down for the Cougars, and a very important 1st down to run the clock. Green's going to get all the way up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9 and a 1st down for Sean Green.
Excellent run and excellent last pitch effort there.
Yeah, he cut it upfield and found a way to get that one going. getting 9 all the way to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West as they might even shuffle out some players here and bring in some new guys. Mike, if you're seeing some fresh jersey numbers out there, make sure we get those guys' names on the radio and on yourliveevent.com. I see McCraven is going to be a wide receiver here. Most of the normal here at this time with Markuson coming out, play call for the Cougars. It'll be Markuson and Kritzberger going split right side. Left side of the formation, Larson and also Shaw. Here's the handoff. McCraven, he was in the backfield, and McCraven, physical run. He'll work his way across the 45 up to the 48, excuse me. Give him 4 yards on the carry.
Nearly had a delay of game penalty. They were able to just get that off. The back judge had started counting. He counts to 5 once he gets to those final 5 seconds.
So, there you go. They got to be paying attention out there, you know?
Yep, you get the visible count, just like basketball.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Two backs split in the backfield. Quarterback is Markuson. He's watching the back judge. Holds the hand signal up, and they'll turn and they'll hand the ball off. This carry is Wyatt Larson. He'll have a first down, crossing midfield. Wyatt Larson works his way all the way up to the 45-yard line of the Rebels this time. So it's a gain of 7 for Wyatt Larson. Now, back to the more important piece, the correction I have to give. I'm looking through the binoculars, and, you know, the Vissers, I got them mixed up, and I shouldn't. But that's Brad Visser down there on the sideline. I'd called him Bruce.
Oh, yeah, that's Brad.
That's Brad. Now he's over by Fetting, and Pete Fetting. They're just chatting. So I apologize, Bruce. I was giving you all the credit. Brad deserves it all. I appreciate it. And it was the eyes in the sky. Burke comes through. Got to make it confirmed. I got him mixed up. I apologize. That's on me, man. That's me.
Alex Bourne in at left tackle.
Bourne is in. Here's a pitch. Near side for the Cougars. This will be a run for McCraven as he's hustled out of bounds. As looks like a gain of close to 10. He'll be close to a first down here. Will they mark him at the 36? They will. It'll be 9 yards for McCraven on that pitch outside. Previous hole run was 7 for Larson, and now McCraven there, and we got those. I'm getting all my stats right. 14 first downs for the Cougars. They've got a second down and a couple here. They're going to say he's back. They're only going to give him 7 on the play, actually. I said 9, 7 for McCraven there. Stat reduction.
He went out of bounds.
Well, okay. I believe you, Mike.
And then he was thrown forward, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
One of those things. Got to be correct on it, though. So it'll be second down and 3. 2:20 to play. Cougars leading 36-8 as they lead the Red Lake County Rebels. So going out of bounds, that stopped the clock. Markuson under center. He'll turn and hand the ball off. Wyatt Larson. Wyatt drives ahead, first down for the Cougars, and maybe just a couple more plays, and they'll be able to run this clock out. They move the ball up to the 32-yard line, a 5-yard gain.
Jude Yokley and Miles Wambach as wideouts.
Fantastic. New bodies getting out there, guys that are getting their chances. 15 first downs for the Cougars tonight. 36 unanswered points. Didn't see a one-sided affair going the way of the Cougars. I kind of thought, based on the physicality, I know it was all turnovers. That was the storyline, right? You could, if the game, you remove those turnovers, how does this game unfold, you know? So in this case tonight, we saw an interesting matchup of the turnover bug getting the Rebels, and the Cougars benefiting and taking advantage of the opportunity in front of them as they'll come out in victory formation the final minute 38. They step on it. A knee for Markuson. A couple more knees, and that's going to be the ball game here tonight, Mike. It was a wild one here for the Cougars, coming out, getting a big chunk of momentum heading into the tournaments.
Definitely, and you think way back, the Rebels were knocking on the door of being up 14-0, 16-0, whatever that'd turn out to be.
And then it was a fumble, and then, the story was written after that. Kneeling on it again for the Cougars as they let the clock run inside of a minute. Back judge holds the hand up high. They'll be able to stick the knee to the turf one more time. I'm going to take a peek here as I can pull it up and see if we can't get a quick little visual on the Mahnomen-Waubun New York Mills football game here tonight. That game is late as well. The other matchup we had tonight on yourliveevent.com. Let's see here if we can't pull this one up. Oh, boy. New York Mills, fourth quarter, leading Mahnomen-Waban 26-21. Thunderbirds are on the verge of their only loss of the season here is New York Mills leading that one 26-21. It's like Thunderbird football. Keeping an eye on that. And the Cougars will kneel it out one final time in victory formation, and that's how the Ada-Borup-West regular season will come to a close. They hand Red Lake County a 36-8 score, and a Rebels' second loss of the season. The Cougars will go into playoff 7-1 after scoring 36 unanswered on home field tonight at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. The final on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. It's Ada-Borup-West 36, Red Lake County 8. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Stay tuned. The post-game report is coming up next.
This is Spencer Rubke from Ada-Borup-West School. I want to thank the Booster Club members and businesses for their support of Cougar activities through contributions of time, money, and attendance at Booster-sponsored events. If you are not a member of the Booster Club, consider joining and supporting the organization that gives so much to Ada-Borup-West School.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
We are back to start the post-game report. The post-game report here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com is brought to you by Home Crown Realty and HomeCrownRealty.com. Licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, Home Crown Realty. They bring you the post-game report here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The final score tonight, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars defeating the Red Lake County Rebels 36-8. As a game summary brought to you by the Benedictine Care Community Mission Court Campus of the Benedictine Living Community of Ada. We'll get to that game summary here in just a moment. We're going to try to accommodate here for the road squad in Red Lake County. Our post-game coaches' comments down on the field. Mike Erickson stands by with the head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, Brian Remick.
Okay, Brian, obviously things didn't go your way today. Turnover's a big story in that game.
Can't turn the ball over. Can't turn it over 4 times like we did.
What's ahead playoff picture? What's it looking like for you?
We'll be 3. So we'll host on Tuesday, and then the winner of that then obviously would play 2 here.
Okay. Obviously got a little time to prep here and get things going back in the right direction. One game doesn't define your season. You've still had a lot of success this year. So what do we need to do to get back on track?
Well, it's going to be gut check time here. I mean, we're going to feel a little bit sorry for ourselves here and want to hang our heads. Well, you want to, like I said, you want to put your tail between your legs and go home, then go home. But you're going to have a little bit of fight in you here to get some things done.
All right, well, good luck with that, Coach, and good luck in the playoffs.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Brian Remick, head coach of the Red Lake County Rebels, joining us in the post-game report following the Ada-Borup-West victory 36-8 over the Red Lake County Rebels. The Cougars with the victory move to 7-1, while Red Lake County season will wrap up regular season play at 6-2. Mike Erickson will be down on the field and get a chance to visit with some players here in just a few moments as we continue with our post-game report. But first, the game summary from the Benedictine Care community in Ada as the post-game summary here. And, well, we had, again, the first score of the game. Red Lake County scored on a 4-yard rushing touchdown from Ferguson with 7:40 to go in the first quarter. The 2-point conversion was good. It was 8-0 Red Lake County. Cougars then would score after the first turnover of the game. Red Lake County fumbled it away. In the second quarter, Cougars score. Sip on a rushing score, tie the game at 8-8. Then the Cougars scored again before halftime. Markison to Spaeth on a 5-yard touchdown pass after an interception by Charles Shaw. Cougars led it 16-8, and then on another turnover, the Cougars, with 7 seconds to play in this first half, out of a timeout, Markison hit Fetting on a flat pass, 53 yards, and the halftime score, 22-8 after the 2-point conversion failed. Second half, the Cougars got on the board. Markison to Spaeth on a 55-yard touchdown pass made it 30-8 on the first drive of the second half for the Cougars. The Cougars then would turn over the Rebels again on an interception, and then Markison hit Spaeth on a 31-yard touchdown pass with 49 seconds to play third quarter. It was a bobbled catch, 36-8 the final. Ada-Borup-West getting the victory over Red Lake County, and the Cougars 7-1 going into playoff time. As we go down to the field, Mike Erickson is standing by with our post-game show coaches' comments. The post-game summary there by the Benedictine Care Community Mission Court campus of the Benedictine Living Community of Ada. Post-game coaches' comments here in the Home Crown Realty post-game report. Mike Erickson, head coach of Ada-Borup-West, Paul Tingham after the win on Wednesday night.
Coach Tingham, you have to be happy with the performance. 36 unanswered points. Talk about the game a little bit.
Yeah, we played probably obviously our best football game this season. Last week we played really well against Underwood, and I think we continued that into this week. And hopefully we can keep this consistency going now through the playoffs and keep rolling like this. But yeah, definitely happy. We caused a lot of turnovers. I think we have one turnover, I believe. The guy made a nice play on a pass over the middle, but we won the turnover battle 4 or 5-1, I believe it was. So that's huge. In the first half, we capitalized, I think, on all 3 turnovers, I believe. Put the ball in the end zone afterwards. That's huge, too. So, yeah, definitely happy how we played. Played really good defense. Offensively, we moved the ball up and down the field, put a lot of points up. And second half, we were able to run the ball there when we wanted to kill some clock, which we've had a hard time doing this year at times. So it was nice to see us run the football tonight, too.
Well, and like you said, happy with things. And as you go into the playoffs, something I'm sure that's in the back of your mind is being complacent or just happy with this, and I'm sure you want to be hungry for more.
Oh, for sure. I mean, playoffs is where you want to play your best football, and we've been talking about potential all season, and finally these last 2 weeks we're starting to reach that potential, I think. We haven't played real consistent football all season, honestly, until these last 2 games here. So we've showed flashes all season. We played a good quarter, good half, but we haven't put a football game together like we did tonight and last week. So hopefully we can keep stringing 4 quarters of football together like this, and it'll take us where we need to be if we can keep doing this. If somebody beats us playing like this, they're very good. So, if we can keep winning the turnover battle like that and take care of the football and keep putting points on the board, we'll be fine. And if somebody beats us doing what we did tonight, they're a better team. So, but yeah, hopefully we can just keep it rolling as long as possible here. We got playoffs next Tuesday. We'll find out tomorrow morning who we play, and then if we win that one, there's a good chance we'll play Red Lake County again back here in that next Saturday. So definitely need to keep playing football like that, and then if we do that, we'll just take what comes at us.
All right, well, good luck moving forward, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Mike Erickson down on the field, head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Paul Tingham, joining us in the post-game coaches' comments. Post-game show brought to you by Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com. Let's take a break. We'll come back, talk stars of the game next from American Federal Bank in Ada and the Darren Ramey Agency following Ada-Borup-West's victory. Final score 36-8 over Red Lake County.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground applications, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax today at 218-790-6375 or visit them online at agrimaxllc.com.
Home Crown Realty post-game report. Stars of the game from American Federal Bank and the Darren Ramey Agency following Ada-Borup-West 36-8 win over Red Lake County. It's senior night. Mike Erickson down on the field. You're going to have the seniors to visit with.
Well, I got Trent here. Trent Sipp, you're just talking. You're on the field a bunch tonight, except for maybe like 3 plays. So talk to me about the game. What went well?
Honestly, everything went well. We came out with physicality. We came out, we met them. There's a couple runs we let them get away with. Definitely they got us on the first drive, but we got them cleaned up and we got them stopped.
For sure, and I think a big turning point in the game is they're driving down the first quarter, and they're already up 8-0 and knocking on the door again, and we get the turnover and capitalize and score, and it ultimately ended up being 36 unanswered. So talk about the momentum shift in that.
Definitely momentum shift came from everybody pushing each other as hard as possible. Linemen pushing each other to hold for our quarterback, and our wide receivers pushing each other to get out there, go get the ball.
Yeah, I thought you guys made some great adjustments, and defensively, it was just a really different tone, especially later on in the game. You guys were pressuring their quarterback, got some big sacks, and obviously all the turnovers. So, and I know that you're a big integral part of that on the defensive side. So, one, congratulations. Two, talk a little bit about that.
Definitely, they had me in the middle this time, watching over their like wide dive, and then we had 2 outer side guys to help contain on that, because that was definitely a big portion. Their counter was definitely one of their big plays, and we needed to contain that.
Yeah, I thought you guys did a nice job. So congrats. Should be a 2 seed, should get another game here, but last regular season game here. Congrats on a nice career regular season wise.
Thank you, Mr. Erickson.
You bet.
You go right ahead, Mike, as they keep coming into you.
All right, I got Aaron Sipp next. Aaron, nice work tonight. It was definitely a battle up front, so let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely were physical. I know they were better than everyone thought they'd be, but it was pretty good. First quarter, we let some blitzes through on the offense, but we definitely picked up on a lot of things that the defense were doing.
And I think a big part of the game was the momentum shift. They went up 8-0, had the momentum to start, and then you guys got all those turnovers and capitalized offensively. And obviously the line plays a big part in that, and protecting Aiden and giving him time to get the ball to the receivers.
Yeah, after they first scored their first touchdown, I was a little scared of how the rest of the game would go, but I think we definitely handled it the rest of the game. Usually start off kind of slow, but then pick it up after first quarter for sure.
Yeah, you guys played a really nice game. So congratulations to you and your teammates. Senior year, I know that's super special. So looking forward to your playoff run, man.
Yep, thank you.
You bet.
Stars of the game from American Federal Bank in Ada and the Darren Ramey Agency in Ada, as we'll have another one of the seniors come over. I know the thing is, look at all these photos, and it's important because you got Rachel Tuttle just taking photos and getting everybody going. Mike, you've got another senior.
You bet. Tristan Triplett. Tristan on the sideline today, but one game doesn't define the whole season that way. So you've had some nice opportunities throughout the year. And obviously you got a lot of like raw speed and some of your strengths there. So talk about some of the fun you've had this year.
Well,
Some of the most fun, I think, has been just being part of the team. I mean, the energy you get after the game and while on the sidelines when you get that next play, everyone's super pumped up and just cheering each other on. And the rush you get when you do a successful 20-yard run or something feels awesome.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that tonight, a lot of success to be celebrated amongst your teammates, and I'm sure the post-game locker room is going to be pretty fun too.
Post-game's locker room's going to be loud, and I'm going to have to get out of there before my ears blow up. And I'm just super proud of my teammates. I was super excited for them to do as well as they did tonight.
Well, Tristan, you're a great kid, and I've had a nice football career as far as seniors go here, and we're really looking forward to the playoff run, and hope you get healthy here in the near future.
Yeah, I'll be back. I think so.
Okay, sounds great. Sounds great. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
I got Aiden Markison now. Okay, QB1. Nice game. I think a big turning point in the game was that, they're kind of knocking on the door to go up 14-0, 16-0, whatever it is. You get the turnover, capitalize, turnover again, capitalize. So walk us through that momentum shift.
Yeah, it's always win the turnover battle, and we always got to capitalize on the turnovers as well, and I think we did that very well tonight. Thought Cam had a good game tonight. He made a lot of plays that not a lot of guys can do, and just to have that trust with him is good too, and all my receivers did good tonight. That was a good night overall throwing the ball, and running the ball, we got to pound it a couple of times, so it was a good night.
Yeah, for sure. And, there's the one play, touchdown at the south end zone where throwing it into double coverage, and the ball just kind of floats around on some shoulder pads, and Cam's able to grab it. That must have been pretty exciting. I'm pretty sure you took a hit on that play too, if I remember right.
Yeah, I kind of just threw a prayer. I tried throwing it back shoulder. That's where Cam likes it. So I tried throwing it back shoulder. Unfortunately, I let it in front of him. 14 met him there, ran off his chest. Cam caught it, and I was like on the ground. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, that's a pick. And then I look at our sideline, and everyone's cheering. So I'm like, oh, it's not a pick. So,
yeah. First of all, congratulations. Fantastic regular season. I'm sure you're hungry for more playoff-wise. So walk us through that. What's the preparation going to be moving forward here?
Well, it's big that we got the 2 seed tonight. That was a big win for us. They still undefeated. They're going to be the 1 seed. So, our goal is the Dome. We've been in the Dome the past 8 out of 8 seasons we've been in it. And, win, loss. We just got to get there and prove ourselves. I think we proved ourselves tonight. We'll probably get RLC. RLC's got the 3 seed. So, got to prepare. Hopefully we get a bye this week. Otherwise, we're going to play Red Lake, I believe. So, so playoffs should be fun.
Yeah.
It's
always fun.
It's always fun.
So good luck to you and your teammates. Excellent job. Congrats on the regular season, and stay hungry, my man.
Thank you.
That is Aiden Markison joining us down on the field. Mike Erickson working through the seniors of Ada-Borup-West following their 36-8 win over Red Lake County here tonight.
I got Gabe Mertz now. Gabe, big senior season for you, in my opinion, where come into the season maybe a little bit unproven, not sure what we're going to get, and I think you've proven yourself that you belong there at center and at middle linebacker. So can you talk about the steps you've had to take and how to get this and achieve this goal?
Honestly, a lot of teammates, they kind of pushed me through it. A lot of time after practice and before practice, just kind of figuring out what you got to do, where you got to go. It's a lot of confidence, and I gained a lot of that, my teammates, and also a lot of it in the weight room. Building up strength, and linebacker, I can definitely see improvements just getting through the line, and then center, I'm a lot more confident in just blocking and keeping everything good. So definitely weight room, and huge for teammates, yeah.
Yeah, like the support is huge. Having good people around you is huge. The weight room's a big game changer, and I'm really happy you did that. It's going to be a great lifetime or lifelong type of memory and thing like that. That's going to propel you to do great things. So, very proud of you. Nice work. Congrats to you and your teammates on a wonderful regular season, and playoffs coming up next.
Excited.
Looking forward to play, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so stay hungry. Have a bunch of fun, my man.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Continuing on here, by the way, we did have a final. New York Mills knocked off Mahnomen-Waubun. Mahnomen-Waubun was unbeaten and ranked number 3 in the state this week. New York Mills ranked number 10. They got the win 26-21 tonight over in Waubun. So that being said, nobody unbeaten going into the Section 8A football playoffs. More post-game comments. Mike, you're down on the field with another senior.
Yes, I have Jude Yoakley and Kevin. I always like to say this about some of the great mathematicians I've taught. Jude's one of them. Okay, Jude knows what he's doing in the math classroom. So beyond that, though, football, can you talk to me about some of the fun you've had this year?
I've had a lot of fun just going to practice. I really like lifting and just being active.
Yeah, staying in shape and being a part of something that's really fun. And it seems like you got a lot of good friends, good guys to be around. And you see you on the field at the end of the game there too, and that's got to be fun to get in there too.
Yeah, it just gives you a real adrenaline rush.
Yeah, for sure. So playoffs coming up here. Are you helping out practice squad, things like that? What are your favorite things to do in practice?
Probably special teams because of Wallene.
Yeah. Kevin's a big special teams guy as well. And Wallene's great, right? He's one of the best coaches in our school, and he's really good at making it fun. And I can definitely see it on your face that you're having a bunch of fun, and it's a good thing, man. So, congratulations on the regular season. Really enjoy your senior year, and good luck in the playoffs moving forward.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Down to the last one.
Last one.
Do we save the best for last? Is that how it works out?
Best for last. Let's go, Ashton.
Oh, Cookie.
It's Cookie.
Hey, Cookie made it. All right. Hey, Cookie, tell Cookie I got a shirt for him up here, too.
Kevin's got a shirt for you, my man.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So let's talk a little football here. I think a big shift in the game was, Red Lake County's knocking on the door to score their second touchdown. We get the turnover, capitalize, and I saw a big shift in the line play. I thought at the beginning their line was controlling things, and then later on our line was controlling things. Can you talk about how that occurred?
Pretty much they just kind of pretty hyped up, and I think we're a little scared and nervous because they're some big dudes and they hit hard. So I think we just got to keep moving our feet and just stay in physical and low, and we kind of did our thing, and it kind of worked out for us, and just use angles the best we can, and I'd say it's what it is.
Right. Yeah, I thought you guys played great. Talk about some of the fun that you've had this senior year.
Oh man, too many to count. Locker room is just a great time, and spending time with the boys and going paintballing this preseason. I don't know, just hanging time with the boys for the last ride. It's a good time.
Right, for sure. So there's a lot more to it than just football. Obviously, football's fun, and that's what you're here to do. But there's more to it. The days in practice, the shared, the camaraderie, all that. It's great. So I want to congratulate you on a great regular season, and playoffs coming up here. What kind of preparation do we need to go through here?
Just kind of stay humbled and try not to get too cocky, and just stay hard-headed and just work hard and just get things done, because we need to be in the dome.
Yep,
that's my goal.
There you go. So keep your eye on the prize here. Stay confident, not too crazy, but confident and happy, and let's go do it.
Yep.
Okay. Again, congratulations. Good luck to you moving forward in the playoffs.
Thank you.
You bet.
All right, sounds good. Hey, Mike, thanks a lot down there with our stars and the seniors. You could come on up now, too, unless you want to just hang out there and, chat for a little longer, I guess. But
I think I'll come up.
Okay, sounds good. Mike Erickson down on the sidelines with our stars of the game from American Federal Bank, and Darren Ramey Agency as our stars of the game here tonight. Part of the post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Stay with us. More of the post-game report. We'll be naming our super sub of the game when we come back on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Even in today's world of instant communication and entertainment at the tip of your fingers, we can feel alone, disconnected, and detached. Whether you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, mental health, or just the stress of everyday life, Illuma is here for you to guide you, to help you find the light within, and instill hope for a brighter tomorrow. The light is in you. Visit illumacares.org.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Home Crown Realty post-game report tonight. Our Super Sub of the Game is brought to you by Subway and Ada, where you can always eat fresh. And our Super Sub tonight, as Super Sub of the Game, Subway Ada, is courtesy of Mark Podolchek and the crew there at Subway and Ada. There it is, Cookie. There's your shirt, my man. Oh, that's, it's a shirt. It flies around, so appreciate it, man. Super Sub of the Game tonight. The guys coming in off the bench. And, both squads... There was shuffling, no question, but the bulk majority of the game, we had the same guys staying in the ball game. There was some rotational players, though, that did come in and make some efforts here tonight. I'm going to go on the sub side for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Alexander Bourne tonight, part of the rotational crew. He'll be the sub and get a free 6-inch sandwich courtesy of Subway and Ada. I think the thing about Bourne is that his defensive rotations really were important, and he made a lot of nice tackles here tonight, and in particular a couple of big spots. So he'll be our super sub from Subway Ada, where you can always eat fresh. Hey, before and after games, make sure a stop is included at Subway and Ada. Mark Podolchek and the crew would love to see you, plus catering options too with Subway and Ada. 218-784-7827. Our post-game report continues with the Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. They are how to connect. Halstead Telephone Company. Rely on HTC. They are how to connect. And the Halstead Telephone Company, along with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, making yourliveevent.com a possibility for you. And here this evening, the post-game connection. How about the passing attack again for Ada-Borup-West? In back-to-back games, Aiden Markison has thrown for over 500 yards in the air with tonight 12 of 22, last week 14 of 16, 299 yards last week, 246 this week, and between the two games, 10 touchdowns. He had 4 tonight. It's a post-game connection from Halstead Telephone Company. They are how to connect. We'll come back. We're going to do our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. That's next after this on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com following Ada-Borup-West's 36-8 win over Red Lake County.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Check out their website, planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises with our Precision Player of the Game here this evening. And for RDK Enterprises and the Precision Player, we will go, hard not to. I'm going to go with Charles Shaw. Charlie, if you want to call him that. Goes for a interception. Huge interception in the first half, and then a big sack of the quarterback in the second half. Mr. Shaw going to be our precision player of the game from RDK Enterprises. PlanterDoc.com. Enbridge Energy, post-game energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy, life takes energy. And with Enbridge Energy, tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. That's tomorrowison.com. Enbridge Energy with the energy player of the game tonight. Gave the shirt to Cookie, Ashton Kesselberg. Now, I go back with Ashton from his sideline days where he was just, ninth grade guy going and getting the tee. Now, he had, after kickoffs, he had some of the best flow that a tee grabber could have. And, mix that in with his intensity. He's got the John Randall paint on the face. He gets into the ball game. And he's a guy that certainly the team feeds off of with their energy. Enbridge Energy, life takes energy. The Enbridge Energy player of the game went to Cookie, as he's affectionately known, Mr. Ashton Kesselberg. The post-game guys digging in the trenches. A shout-out to the offensive lines. I thought, Mike and I talked about it during the broadcast about the physicality first brought forward by the Red Lake County Rebels, And then the Cougars brought that, and they were able to carry on the momentum. But the guys in the trenches, as Mike said during the postgame, and both teams are going to know they played a football game here when they get up tomorrow. And thankfully it's MEA, so the guys don't have to go to school or anything. But that is that's the thing. The guys in the trenches were digging, just like the boys at Visser Trenching do. They dig it. They work in the trenches. They get it done too. Excavating work, they sell and they deliver gravel, rock, and sand and dirt for your projects. Congrats. Good luck to teams and the athletes as well from Visser Trenching. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can wrap things up here on the Home Crown Realty postgame report. And we're down to one more light out here, so I guess we better wrap it up here. I hope the crew knows that we're here and they don't lock us in again. And that was fun that one time. Anyway, almost as bad as if you get that, the lawn blower, the leaf blower that they use to clean out the benches, and then you get blown out as a broadcaster. That's always fun too. I really appreciate that. Anyway, one more light on, so we'll see if we can make it out. The final stats are brought to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North and Fertile. And, of course, they make it easy at Christian Motors. ChristianCarsOnline.com. For the whole family of Christian automobiles and all the dealers, ChristianCarsOnline.com. We make it easy. Final stats tonight during the post-game report from Home Crown Realty. HomeCrownRealty.com. For the Red Lake County Rebels, final stats tonight. Owen Shervestead, the quarterback, was 2 for 6, 23 yards, 2 picks in the game. He, on the ground, was 10 carries, 27 yards. Damon Ferguson rushed for 111 yards and a touchdown on 21 carries. Ferguson crosses the 1,000-yard run on the season for the Red Lake County Rebels. Brock Seeger had 11 carries, 63 yards, and Carson Erickson carried it once for 3 yards. Gerald Moline and Brock Seeger each had a catch. Moline for 12 yards, Seeger for 11. 227 yards of offense for the Rebels, 23 through the air, 204 on the ground. 13 first downs, 1 penalty for 7 yards, and 4 turnovers. 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Red Lake County, 6-2 the regular season. They will be in at home, likely the 3 seed in the playoffs. Section 8A, that is. Ada-Borup-West, final stats. Aiden Markison, 12 of 22, 246 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Receiving was Wyatt Larson, 1 for 20. Cameron Spaeth, 7 catches, 145 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Charles Shaw had a catch for 6. Mason Larson a catch for 5. It was McCraven with a catch for 14, and Brennan Fetting, 1 catch, 53 yards, and a touchdown. Trenton Sipp carried the ball 7 times for 48 yards and a score. Aiden Markison had 10 carries, 26. Sean Green had 3 carries for 11. Brennan Fetting, 3 for 3. Cameron Spaeth, 1 carry for 2 yards. Austin McCraven, 2 carries for 11 yards. And Wyatt Larson, 2 carries, 12 yards on the game. Cougars had 246 passing, 113 rushing yards for 359 total yards in the game. Cougars here today had 1 turnover. They had 4 penalties, 29 yards, and 15 first downs. Aiden Markison had an interception. Didn't add that there. His 3rd interception of the season. Cougars will go into the playoffs 7-1 record. Same record as Mahnomen Waubun, who lost tonight to New York Mills 26-21. Cougars will be likely the 2 seed. Bracket comes out official tomorrow. They should be the 2 seed based on tiebreaker, but things happen and whatever. Can't say it till it's over, but we'll get the bracket tomorrow, but that's what is anticipated, and we'll have a home game on Tuesday in the playoffs. So will Red Lake County, and the likelihood of the 2 teams meeting again is pretty high, so we'll see playoffs Tuesday in football. That wraps up our final stats from Christian Motors, and now final post-game comments here as a post-game show from Home Crown Realty, HomeCrownRealty.com. Thanks to our sponsors. They made the broadcast possible. Whenever possible, please patronize the advertisers. At the very least, tell them thank you. Thank you to Kaylin back at the studios at KRJB. She'll have the R&J Sports Nightcap with a Wednesday night of football in Minnesota. And thanks a lot, Kaylin. And to Joe as well. Joe is up here joining us for broadcast. Joe Lancello helping us out behind the scenes. Appreciate Joe's efforts here tonight as well. His first time running the camera, mixed her in with the efforts, and appreciated that here from Joe as he got to do a little bit of that work and learn a little more, too, from his new post here with us. We certainly appreciate it, and got a chance to meet Jamison St. Germain. So it was a real big night for Joe. And that was huge. I got to meet Dave Dahl, too, and that's always an experience as well. And thanks to Mike Erickson for the help. Mike, let's do it again on Tuesday, okay? A thumbs up. That means he's in. Okay. The final, 36-8, Ada-Borup-West over Red Lake County High School football here on KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. I'm Kevin Kochman from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada saying so long and have a great night, everybody.
Thank you.